time when we never let go, never let go. Ooh, we never let go. We can figure this out. Put your feet down.
Let this be another knot to tie around my bed at night. I know I've lost the fight to erase your face, my mind. Awake, I lie here staring up beyond the sky. Oh.
You said the same thing I told ya. My eyes are clear, there's no secret. I wanna know, was it serious? I need it clear, my best friend. Isn't easy to show with the weight of the world on my shoulders. I know I told you it's the best light I know. It's not a game that I am playing. My love, trying to hold my feeling. I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way. I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on you. I think we're made of something. I wanna find a new keeper. I like the way it's mysterious. I think I found my own way. Isn't easy to show with the weight of the world on my shoulders. I know I told you it's the best light I know. It's not a game that I am playing. Trying to hold my feeling, I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way, I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on you. I think we're made of something. I think we're made of something. Trying to hold my feeling, I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way, I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on you. I think we're made of something. I think we're made of something.
Let this be another knot to tie around my bed at night. I know I've lost the fight to erase your face, my mind. Awake, I lie here staring up beyond the sky.
super exciting stuff.
Beautiful.
Here at Stones Live. You guys probably know this beautiful face next to me. Kevin Martin.
That's it. We're live, Brent. This is on.
Yeah, we're it.
Hey,
It wasn't a warm up.
My God.
That's the best I got. Is that what you're? That was
Let's go.
my huge intro. I practiced that for like 15 minutes at least. And yeah.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? We see the people in the chat. We are officially live with the final table.
We are. What is this? What final table is this?
Excuse me. This is the chip accumulator. This has been a very, very interesting. I've been playing cash games and I've watched the number go down from 50 to 40 to 30 to 20, and here we are at our final 9. Juicy prize up top, and I'm excited to see these people playing.
Yes, me too. This is a fun tournament. 45K guarantee, which I believe we got like just under or exactly on. So first is going to be $11,500. A nice little win there.
Chunk, that's a pretty good Saturday night here in Sacramento. By the way, quick thank you to the whole team here and Justin and everybody. They've taken care of me so well, and it's been so fun. This is my second time in Sacramento, and I tell everyone it's one of my favorite cities because it's just like you guys treat me super well. So big thank you to the team before we get going here.
People will come to Sacramento and then be like, wait a minute, you really just meant that Stones was great, and you're like, I've never seen. No, I'm just kidding. Sacramento is a great city if you've never been here, but Stones is definitely a highlight of that trip if you guys ever get the chance to make it out. Oh, shout out! So much action in the chat. Some regulars, Lady Nomak, Aodad, what's up? Nice to see you. We've got some new faces: Queen Bee, IR Egyptian. I like it. The Kings suck. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so we've got a few minutes here. If you guys are tuned in ahead of time, we have a scrolling photos of all the people who are at the final table. We've got Ryan W. in seat 1 with 165,000 chips. When we start, we're actually doing a 40K big line, I think. That's what we're starting at.
Lines are 20K, 40K, 5K ante. We start with 203 players. We're down to 9. So stacks are actually kind of short as we're looking through the stacks here. Chip leader currently in C2 is Ken. He is 840,000. He's chip leading the tournament with 21 big blinds.
Yeah.
He's leading
this would be nutty, a fun kind of, if you're into push fold type stuff, we're going to get real deep.
This is what I drool about as a caster, to see the final tables in these pressure situations. This is going to be very exciting. So you can see in C2, this is our chip leader, Ken. He has 840,000. We go across the board. Tim, less than 10 big blinds. We have C3, Peter, less than 10 big blinds. C1, Ryan, less than 10 big blinds. So all these short stacks are going to be getting in pretty quickly. And here we go.
The first of them looks like Rick. No, sorry. SR, 540K behind, making it 85,000.
The tweet is out.
Oh, the tweet is out. I gotta go lock the door. Hang on 1 second. We don't want the fans. There's several thousand people out here trying to break in, get next to Kevin.
It's fun now. This place is pumping. There's multiple cash games. We've got some live music next door.
Are they casting in a nightclub?
Look at this. Oh my God. The chip leader 20 big blinds.
Literally everybody. 20 big blinds are below.
This is going to be turbo. This is what you get with a one-day tournament, though. The structure was pretty good. I saw that they were on the bubble for quite a while, so I think that has something to do with the shorter stacks. But this is it. One-day tournament here. And, I mean, the short stacks are going to wait to pick up some hands and hopefully get it in.
Yeah, Queen Bee, this is a typical weekend here at Stones. Lots of music. So it's a party here. And we're going to be throwing some chips around. Well, we are not going to be throwing some chips around, which I'm sure you were throwing some chips around all day, but you feel like you're watching, you're like, man, I'm on Twitch. I should be like playing, firing it in there.
Oh man, we played a cash game session today. A lot of fun, but it didn't go very well though. It did not go very well. Here we have seat 7. We have Randy. Randy was at runner-up Reno. Very kind fellow. Wow, you guys have improved the graphics and everything since I've been gone. This is, I mean, I was here last year doing the stream and it was impressive, but like the graphics look absolutely beautiful.
I think these graphics and a lot of little tweaks and upgrades came from the Run It Up guys, Andre, and yeah. So shout out to them, all the help. I have the T-shirt on. I did. You know what? I realized I should have bought a Kevin Martin T-shirt because I knew this was happening. and I'd just be like, oh, I almost got the photo that we used for the podcast. I almost wanted to get that like printed onto a shirt.
That would have been amazing.
Which I think should exist. And Ken can run better.
Ken
Chip
with the
leader.
Church of Ace King here. Hijack, he opens up to 3x. The dynamic here is really, really interesting. The jumps are starting to get a little more intense. The difference between 9, 8, 7, it's not a ton though. It's not a ton. So, I mean, if I'm sitting in this final tip with a short stack, I'm willing to get it in. The difference between 9th and 6th isn't that much. I would be willing to gamble a little bit further away. But those pay jumps are pay jumps. It'll be interesting to see how the table adjusts. And there you go. Big 3x raise takes it down for Ken. Something to be said for making a big raise there, just taking the pot. And here we go. Ken is now our chip leader with 935K. Look at that. 4 stacks below 10 big blinds. Ryan, SR, Randy in that 10 to 15 big blind range. It's going to be anyone's game, man. It's going to come down to a lot of flips and a lot of gamble here.
A lot of flips on gambling. Let's see. Nirvana asked what the entry was. So this chip amplifier tournament, for the first hour you could buy in for 120. I do not know exactly which of these players is in for that amount, if any, but the most anybody spent on this, as far as one bullet goes, is 540, and that would have been right before registration ended. Had a small overlay for this, about 5,000.
I got off the plane early this morning, early afternoon. I missed registration by a couple minutes. I really wanted to get in this tournament. It's really, really creative. So do we know a lot of these people are in for either $120? Some of these people might be in for $500. We can definitely find that out to see who paid more to be here.
Yeah, I believe we can find that out. I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah. But my guess is some of these guys, like Ken Strike, if I had to guess, just based off of looking at someone, I would say Ken strikes me as the kind of guy who probably bought in for 120. Whereas Rick, I think he's more of a 350 guy. Like 350, 35K. Also, buying in for 120 means you had to be here at 10 a.m. And that's a long day, so...
Oh, here we go. SR goes for the snap call against middle pair top kicker. And Rick, this is a blind-on-blind battle, and that's a great, great card for SSR. Ace is up here. Will Rick continue with his draw? He looks like a man who definitely wants to get the fold equity through, so here he goes for the second barrel. It's not going to work. It's going to be interesting, though, whether SR maybe check shoves or check calls or what he does here. And there it is, the quick check shove. And that's going to end it right here. 7 high cannot continue.
He's waiting to get a count, but I don't think...
It's just a little pause right here.
Oh. A little bit more possible. This brings back memories of the Aussie Millions when didn't someone bet a kidney that somebody wasn't going to call or was going to fold? Or... That
was a great stream of Jason and the whole team. You can see the payouts on the bottom. First place 11.5K, second 7K, third 5K, fourth 3.3, fifth 2. So you can see, like I said, the difference between 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th is not a ton. So these players might be willing to gamble to get those bigger pay jumps up top.
Yeah. Or just sit back and maybe let Ken do them. Happy birthday, Aodad. Aodad 2, I guess your birthday is either happening now or stream. Shout out to Donkey Puncher, Janae Smith, a lot of the rigs, New Lay Regiment. Yeah, somebody... the 540 buy-in works for some people, it doesn't work for others.
Yeah, so just to explain it one more time, just so everyone knows what we're talking about. The tournament started at 10 a.m.
Right.
For the first level, you could buy in for $100.
First 2 levels.
For the first 2 levels,
$120
got you 10,000 chips.
Right.
The next level, you could buy in for $220, and you got 20,000 chips. And as the levels got on, you could late reg for bigger and bigger stacks. So some people bought in for $120, got that 10,000 chips. Some people bought in for $500 and got that 60,000 chips.
That's true. And now that's just one big blind.
No, it's nothing. That's right.
Yeah, no, that's true. So like a lot of value in a 45K tournament, or 45K guarantee tournament, if you can buy in for $120.
Absolutely.
The hell is all that racket? Nina Hitch. There's a live band here at Stones. Stones has 2 sides, poker side and the what do we call table games side, I guess, with
dark side.
Huge bar, yeah. A lot of people do refer to it as the dark side. But some great music over there. The dark side, yeah.
So here's your tournament short stack. He's sitting there with 3.5 big blinds.
Ooh.
Doesn't want to chuck it in.
He's really getting the most out of those 3.5 bigs.
Yeah, he's got to milk it. But he is the big blind coming up right away too, which is very interesting. Barry is a tough decision here with an ace. He has a stack where he might shove, but no, he lets it go.
Yeah, what's that, like 7.5 bigs or something?
I love this. SR has some chips and he decides to make a light button raise. I love this. This is a great open with 9-6 offsuit. Very impressed.
Oh, on the button, right? Nice. Got some chips, got some shorties in the blinds. Well, I guess not really. 600K is not super short, but
very nice button raise. There we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Just the people that bought in at 10 a.m. they might be in for $120. If you bought in later at 140, you're in for $550. And the bigger the buy-in you had, the more expensive it was, but the more chips you got.
Right. At 60K, at that point, let's see. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, you're buying 100 bigs. Right?
Yeah, some people are playing $25.50 at 10 a.m. in the morning with their coffee and pancakes.
Yeah, why not? Stones has a good breakfast, and 10 a.m. I don't know how you attack the series. I know a lot of the pros, like the grinders, will late reg, like max late reg, and then just so at least in this situation, if you're max late reg,
dealer's gonna give us a thumbs out. Okay?
Yeah, we got Sarah. She kicked us off. She's there, but she's also here saying hi at the same time. It's pretty great.
Give us some love in the chat, you guys. Say hello. We are live.
Yeah.
We're also live on YouTube.
I'm gonna send out a really, much more effective tweet than Kevin's, I'm sure, to my, minuscule followers. But I will like to share with you guys.
Hello, everybody from Twitter. Ooh, we have Barry going for raise here with the 6-4 of spades. It is not going to work as Rick wakes up with the Church of Ace King. And this is probably going to be our first all-in, because Barry's already put in half of his stack, right? He only has 165,000 behind. I don't think he's making this raise planning to fold.
Yeah, 6-4. Interesting. It would have been nice to see him shove then if you're like not planning on folding, right? But I feel like this sometimes these short stacks do that kind of stuff where they'll raise and fold. Maybe this. I don't know. It feels like a fold, but that's just me assuming what he's.
Yeah. The graphics say that 10-8 went all in. That was just not true. So Barry has to put his life on the line. Does he really want to raise fold half of the stack? So many chips up there already. Barry seems like a guy who bought it for $120.
Yeah. He's maybe that's going to, you know what, man? Like, I've been here since 10 a.m.
It's a massive pickup for Rick. Man, if poker's recreation and you have fun, there's nothing better than playing a tournament for $100, sitting there with a cup of coffee. And look, he's a chance to win 11.4K.
Yeah, it's a nice payout, for sure. It's arguably worth it to buy 540 for the 60K game.
Look at those. Look at these gentlemen. Lex Veldhouse, Jason Somerville, Andrew Nemi, and Kevin Martin. This is going to be a great week. I'm glad you guys brought me over first. We're doing the final table tonight. There's another epic tournament tomorrow. Guys, if you're in the Sacramento area, you have to find a way to come play this series. Then later this week, Andrew Nemi comes in, then Jason and Lex are tackling the main event. It's just really, really going to be a
some huge firsts. Like for you guys who've been around Twitch Poker for a while, Jason and Lex, their first stream together.
Yeah.
Andrew and Jason, their first stream together. And Andrew's talking about getting into the Twitch Poker world too. So
You guys mentioned that a little bit.
It's very exciting. And it's awesome that it's going to be a lot of firsts here at Stones. But Kevin's not a first. Been here a couple times. This is his second time.
Second time, man, and not
Who
the
is
last
this Kevin Martin guy?
Not the last guy. Oh, I saw Chris Moneymaker was here recently.
Yeah, he's been here a few times. He enjoys it. I mean, I think everybody enjoys it when they come here. I would at least that's me hoping that that's the case. But we got a lot of glowing reviews. So if you guys are thinking about it, come down. I know we've had some people. I think Aodad's actually in Malaysia, so it's quite a trek. But either has been or is planning on coming here. I can't remember. I know we've had someone from Malaysia come here before who was watching the stream and then came down. So it's quite a trek.
We have a limp pod here where everyone kind of misses the board. Our friend Ken in C2 linked with ace queen, 10-6, 9-2, kind of trashy hands from the blinds. No one flops a pair at all. So it could be a whoever wants this one kind of board. Check the flop.
Pete Ma, yes, it's a real mustache, but you knew that.
What's up, Pete? How you doing?
Yes, everything's part of it. That's right, Lady Noma. I wish I was there. You know what? I don't know how far the drive is, but we'll probably still be here.
And Ken, our tournament chip leader with 25 big blinds, adds to his stack. The short stacks are really feeling it now at the 20-40K level. Here we go. Ken has a million chips in play. That's a quarter. That's only 25 big blinds.
Yeah, it's just over. Yeah, the graphic actually changes every time you're at 25 bigs or above. It gives it in percent.
Oh, that's very cool.
So we're probably going to see a lot of big blinds. This is what you're doing tomorrow evening.
The Assassin's Bounty. It's another creative kind of thing. So you buy in. It's a bounty tournament, but when you knock someone out, you either get a bounty, you get to take the money, or you get to add chips to your stack. So it gives the player a decision, which is really, 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 really cool. 25K guarantee.
Well, actually, you can hold them too and add them later. So it's not like once you get the bounty, you have to decide what to do with that bounty right then.
I've never even heard of that format before. I've never heard of that. It's like very creative.
I think it's a Stones exclusive. I think this is the second time we're doing it. Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. First one.
People asking for payouts. You can see the payouts on the bottom. You can see first place. You're the champ, and you also take home 11.5K. Second, 7K. Third, about $5,000. And here we have Barry moving his short stack all in with ace-8 offsuit. He's praying he does not want to get called here. Oh, and now Ryan has a really interesting decision. Most of his chips are already in the middle because he's in the big blind. He started the hand with 3 big blinds. A third of his stack is already in the middle. So yeah, he's not folding here.
Call.
And he's going to be pretty happy to have 44% here.
Yeah, 2 live cards. That's all you can ask for when you got 4 bigs.
Ace-8 or Queen-10. Do you want to pick a hand here? Loser by shots or something?
Wait, okay, so we're not looking to see the results.
I don't know, man. I'll take Queen 10. I'll take
Queen fine.
10.
I'll take the favorite.
Okay,
Side favorite.
All right, the loser has to buy a shot.
Okay, we get shots for later. You can do the shot if you lose. I can't. Oh, jeez.
That's gonna lock it up.
Yeah, it's like you knew that was coming.
I mean, we are in a 30-minute delay. I swear.
Running aces.
I did not know.
Running aces. We still got a shot, Barry.
I mean, Barry's going to be left with a couple of antes after this.
That's it. We're done.
GG.
Yeah. Bummer. Let's see. Lady Noma's in New York City.
Too bad for Barry.
UC Hamster is asking what your tournament results were in Running Up Reno.
Running Up Reno was great, man. I mean, a lot of fun stuff. It was good. I final table 3 tournaments. We made a little bit of money and had fun. It was everything we wanted. It paid for our losing It paid for our losing cash game session here at Stone's Live Poker. And there we go. Barry with what? 5 antes? The antes 5,000 chips. He has
5 antes. Wow, less than a big.
Man, I'm cheering for Barry now. Spin it up.
Cappuccino Statue. That's right. So Monday, I don't know if you're still around, but we got the Mix Max tournament. This is so some of the tournaments played 8-handed, down to 48 players. Then you're 6-handed, 24 4-handed, which is not like a thing that happens very often. 4-handed, and then the final 8 are going to play.
Heads up.
Final 8 are going to play heads up. Yeah. So
very creative structures.
Should be a good time. Brent Harrington is the worst support player on the NA server. Yeah, pretty bad. It's hard to, although Leviathan carries me every once in a while.
Dude, your mustache is just so legendary at this point. It's just incredible. Wow.
Do you play League, or I know Jason sometimes dabbles. Do you dabble in some of the games?
Fortnite's the game I'm into right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Fortnite's my jam right now.
Are you good?
Bad.
Oh, okay.
Really bad.
Me too.
Really bad. Here we have an open from SR, one of the bigger stacks. You see that 3x size? We've seen this a couple times. This is different. You know, when I play mostly online, people usually just mid-raise or make smaller raises. Live poker, it's much more common to see the 3x raise. And here's a reshove from 6s. And
hello.
Oh my goodness. Barry is loving this because he has a chance to ladder with 5 antes.
Yeah, Barry's just like, whew, good thing I had the big stack in that ace-8 hand.
Can Barry get a ladder with 4 antes? He loves this.
Let's see. Hamster, yes. The vlogger game is next weekend. Or next Wednesday. Sorry. next Wednesday, Andrew Nemi and friends. I know confirmed Johnny Vibes, aka Antonio Marino, and Brad Owen are going to be there. I heard Jamon Burton. I think that was his name. I think he's going to be here as well. It's going to be really exciting stuff, and then Andrew's going to be bouncing in and out of the booth all week. Brian's he's gonna fold probably because he can also ladder, right? So he's going from less than 3 bigs to possibly jumping up 2 spots.
Ace-5 is really in bad shape here, but when you think about how many chips he had put in, yeah, he's gonna let it go. And here we have a flip. Ace-King versus 6s. The graphics say 30% because a couple of the cards are dead. I believe a king was folded and an ace was folded. So Ace-King is actually in a lot of trouble here. We saw that their outs were folded.
Yeah, and the graphic also takes that into account. So when they show the outs at the top, you'll take out which ones are already gone.
I can't believe Barry has a really good chance to ladder here.
Ooh, all spades. So
great
6s.
flop for the 6s.
Yeah. Gotta feel pretty good about that. Even fewer outs, so there's 1 out. Is that right?
We have is it just 1 out? 3%?
The king of clubs? Is that?
Yep, because those other cards are dead, so we have 1 card. And that's it.
He's not gonna get there.
There is your 9th place finisher. That is Tim.
Great shot, Tim.
Started as one of the short stacks. Obviously a great run. Fantastic. Good game, Tim.
Hard to be. I mean, yeah, it's not $11,000, but
Gets a little time on the street.
$810. Yeah, exactly. Gets the flash. It's cool. Patriots hat. You know.
There you go. And look at Barry. Barry laddered with 4 Andes.
Yeah. And Barry's just like, oh, okay. Thank you very much, Tim. I'll take the couple extra $100. No one would ask you to do that, but it's good to know that you're capable of doing that.
Guys, we are live on Twitch. We're looking at the chat right now. If you want to interact with me on Twitter, I am Kevin Rob Martin. I have my Twitter open. Also, chatting in my Discord a little bit lately, and we're on YouTube. I've never live streamed to YouTube. This is different for me. Hello to everybody on YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
So we're doing this final table tonight. We're going to take it down to a winner, and we're doing commentary on tomorrow's final table, the Assassin Bounty.
That's right. Are you gonna cosplay some Assassin's Creed type stuff tomorrow, or no? No, okay.
Barry, with his fresh ladder, says, I'm all in with a 10-9 offsuit.
That's the, he's all in with the comfort of a man who just made an extra $100. Try to get...
All you have to do is win a couple flips here and you're back to a couple bigs.
Whoa! Some people are dancing, well, mainly Veronica.
Veronica out there, you guys know her, you guys love her. And look at Randy, wake up with this monster. 2 queens for Randy.
Also sporting that old school Rams jersey.
I think all-in is the play. When you're dealing with these short stacks, there's really no size to open, fold, raise. I mean, there's just, I think all-in is the play here if you're Randy, but it looks like he might be going for a raise of a different size.
That's a raise of a different size.
These 13 big blinds, usually when you're at this stack, it's all in or fold. But Randy, not going to mess around. So he does raise to 150,000.
Do you think that looks stronger?
It does, yeah. It
than the
does.
shove?
When you raise a third of your stack, a half of your stack, people teach that if you're going to raise about 25% of your stack, all-in's usually the play, about 30%. But I mean, this man's at the final table, and I breaks a couple of K in the cash game. So what the hell do I know?
Yeah. What are we teaching him? Oh man, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to follow and subscribe. That way, you know, when Kevin's not streaming, you got some poker stuff to do. I know there's a lot of options, a lot of great options in Twitch poker. But
if you guys are coming from my channel, and this is the first time you're on Stone's Live Poker, please hit the follow button. These guys stream full time. They're one of the premier live poker streams around. And Barry's in bad shape here. Yeah. Barry has 12%.
Barry's faded. Well, actually, he got pretty smashed by queens last time, but now the queens are in Randy's hand. Barry's already getting up. He's doing the, all right, guys, been fun.
Let's have a sweat here. 8-7 on the flop, maybe a pair to sweat the 2
I was going to say put some spades. Maybe put like 3 clubs out there. Yeah. You know, something.
Clubs are live. If not, we are down to 7, and that means a ladder for all the players again.
Hello, Lady No No. Veronica's not in the booth next week.
That's a sweat. That's a sweat. We went from 12% to 15%, so we increased our equity.
So 2 10s and a single 9. Also, yeah, I guess, no, that's it. Oh!
Upside down 9. Do you think he's going to hit it?
What, another 9 or a 10? No, I feel like Barry's, you know, unfortunately for Barry, yeah, it's close. Yeah, so close.
All right, so we're down to 7. All the players reach another ladder. You see good sportsmanship there. Barry in seat 4 started the final table with an average stack. We saw that one play where he raced with 4-6. I don't think it's super necessary. But, I mean, congratulations. A very, very nice run for him.
Yeah, he might have still lost with that AC, although maybe he has more chips and then doesn't get into that spot.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be rough. But, I mean, everyone's short.
Yeah, everyone's short.
Ish, right? 24 bigs is a big stack, but that's the chip leader, 24 bigs.
Our final 7. Nice hand for Queens. Randy in seat 7 there.
Somebody was asking a Big Brother question, but it was a hypothetical. Would you befriend me or not? I would, Big Brother.
At the start of Big Brother, I would try to be your alliance member. But I think if you were playing Big Brother, you'd be there for the kill. I'd have to be a little bit wary if we got deep in the game.
I haven't really watched very much Big Brother, but I feel like I was always thinking, like, if I was ever on Survivor, I'd probably be the first guy out, because I feel like people would be like, it's like nice, and I would never win like a vote against him. That's what this is me thinking.
I think that's correct.
Pretty close, but.
What's up? Put your random ghost of M in the chat.
What's up, Willie?
Thick
Commands.
How are you doing?
You can just shout things, Will, and we'll just do them.
Good stuff here. 7 left, and this is a monster, especially with these short stacks. We've seen it open from Ryan Rhino. This is going to be some action.
Yeah.
With these short stacks, these guys are never getting away.
Some hot right? Ryan on Ryan action going on.
I imagine our C1 player Ryan is going to shove. Sometimes the final tables you can do some funky flat stuff, protect your stack, but this feels, there he goes.
Funky flat.
There's the funky flat. One of the jacks is dead from Peter. I've already predicted a couple things. I thought the queens would shove, I thought the ace queen would shove. My bunker's a different game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we're getting to, there is a blend. There are a lot of, like, very strong, maybe just 5 players are tighter, or this collection of 5 players. I've noticed it a few times when we get to the final table, people get down to, like, 2-3 big blinds, which you never really see happen online.
Yeah. I think that's general, unless, I think shoving ranges are a little bit tighter. I mean, the players here in Sacramento are very, very strong. And what a spot for Ryan. He gets it in. I mean, we have Ryan versus Ryan here, but Ace Queen has a hammerlock in this hand. There's 1 jack left. Again, we have a 1 outer. We saw that the jack of spades was folded, so you can see the outs in the top right. Ryan is 1 out.
So the downside of not shoving is sometimes you don't get paid off here. I mean, he's getting paid off in this spot, but shoving pre, I think you're more likely to get called. Or maybe he was going to get called either way.
1 out. Hello?
Bingo. Oh, no. I tried.
So that's going to hurt Ryan Rhino. That's our second double up for Ryan. See, when he came into the final table with 3 big blinds, he's doubled up twice now. He doubled up with Queen 10, now he doubles up with Ace Queen.
Let's see. We have, I think we have, no, we're still at 20-40.
Our Ryan in C8 is still okay. He still has 10 bigs, but. So we should all be watching Peter. Peter's in seat 3. He is the shortest stack by far. Those middling stacks are going to want to be tight. They don't want to bust before Peter busts.
Oh, that is a legendary fanny pack. That has got like 3 layers.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's like...
Peter's seat 3. That fanny pack, is
legit. That is the fanny pack of like...
Wow. That's a massive fanny pack. Credit, man. The fanny pack... I respect people who can rep the fanny pack.
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's pretty convenient. I don't know how many times I'm shoving a bunch of stuff into my pockets and wondering, man, it's like, okay, so should I wear a backpack? But then you leave a backpack somewhere, so fanny pack's always attached to you.
Do you know any of these players at the final table, Brent? Are you familiar?
Yeah, Ken, I'm trying to remember exactly. Ken has been at the final table of at least one of our like last Sunday tournaments. Peter plays a few times. I think he was like one of the top 2 in like a sit and go. We do like a Friday night 1100 sit and go. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
nice.
See, he won that. And then I've seen a few of these other guys, but I don't remember specifically like which games. Yeah, 2 months ago. But I think Ryan is new to the stream at least, or at least new to my streaming, like when I've been in the booth.
I've seen these players last time. I've seen a couple of these players last time here was at Stones, and in seat 7, Randy was at runner-up Reno. Here we have a hand that can go all in for Peter. He's the short stack. He picks up ace-10 on the button. Amazing shove spot.
Yeah, with, what is that?
5 bigs.
5 bigs?
Yeah.
I mean, are you calling with king 9?
No.
Or are you just like, no? You want to maintain that? You have 700, what do you have, 700K? Oh, SR has like 700K. I guess you want to keep the short stack short in this spot.
Exactly. In final tables, it's much easier to shove than to call. So when you shove, you have all that fold equity. When you call off, you literally have to win a showdown. So final tables, there's a lot of shoves, not very many calls, so I like to fold there with king 9. So Ryan in seat 8 is one of the short stacks as well. His jacks got cracked by the ace-queen.
Thick Gravy Animus says Peter can easily fit 11.5K in that bag. That's true.
I mean, he probably
Maybe
has
that's why he came
11K.
prepared, right? Like, oh yeah, that's true. We can't confirm how much money is actually in the thing, but it may already have that much in it.
And again, credit to you guys. The graphics are beautiful. Everything's smooth. You guys have really have a high quality game here.
Yeah, the guys in the back don't really get enough credit, but we've got a great team of technicians and people who put these together. I know like Lance is always like fixing the cameras and everything. We got a bunch of great people behind the stream. We're the lucky ones. We get to just sit here and drink and BS with you guys, and they're doing all the hard work. So shout out to you guys. Thanks. Cameron, how long are you staying at Stones for?
I am here till Monday morning, I believe. I'm doing 2 final tables. I'm excited to play some cash games tomorrow as well.
Big time weekend. That's right. Yeah.
Man, I'm here.
Hopefully tomorrow goes better. But either way, it's gonna be a good time.
You can't measure your cash game based on how much money you lose or win. We just had a really good time. It was at a very, very friendly table. Yeah, I'm here for a couple days. A lot of people said hello. Everyone's friendly. Some people said hello from the stream. So cool to be involved here again. We have Ryan. I mean, Ryan, his final table story so far is Ryan. He came in as the short stack. He's doubled up twice, and now he has a chance to win the 11K. He decides to live under the gun. Oh my God, he has a good chance for sure.
Nina Hedge, we're actually, we just put in a new booth, and the next step is to get some soundproofing stuff going on. I mean, it's just, some logistical things that come up, especially when you have a band playing on Friday nights. So, or I guess today it's Saturday, but it's live music on Friday as well. So. I remember we had Chinese New Year, and when they went off, like they were doing like Dancing Dragon through the whole place.
Oh, very cool.
And I was watching the stream. I wasn't actually here, and it was pretty loud. It's pretty loud. It comes through. So that's how you know we got some good microphones.
Yeah, we can hear this.
But yeah.
So Rick flops a 10 here. Obviously, a great flop for 10 is more suited. Now Ryan's thinking, should I call? I have 2 overs. I limped under the gun. Maybe I could represent a hand. He's saying nah. Some good things by Rick is he's shipping up a little bit as well. Not a lot of time, man. Blind's going to go up soon as well. This is going to become a very, very crazy push-fold game. Peter, seat 3, 7 big blinds. Rhino in seat 8. After that big loss with Jacks, he has 9 big blinds. And the chip leader, the 23 big blinds, is leading this tournament.
Yeah. And so, like, the average stack right now, I think we just went up to 30, 60. The average stack is, like, a little over 10 big blinds. Which, if you spend enough time around tournaments, is just, that's quick. That should be fast, so we'll see.
Very, very fast. We were watching the number tick down, and they seemed between 18 and 10 players took a long time. there was a lot of levels going on between, like, the final table bubble took a very long time. So that's why we see these shallow stacks. We see SR here. From what we're seeing, he's definitely going to play the A7. He's opened up a couple marginal hands. I like his approach. He's aggressive. He's looking for the win here. He's looking at that 11K up top. Big raise here. So you see the blinds have gone up to 30K, 60K. And that's going to work.
Each of these players is guaranteed 13.05, at least, minimum. But that's a pretty big jump. I love this part of the tournament because you love it when you're playing it, but then you hate it if you bust in like 5th or 6th because you're looking at 11.5 and it's like, oh, I'm almost there. And then you get busted and you're like, what? $1,800 or $1,300?
It's so, man, and poker tournament hurts so much to like make it to the final table and not win. It's just a sick
Poker
thing.
has to be like one of those things. Well, I guess it's like the Olympics, right? Like the guy who gets silver is really bummed, but the guy who gets bronze is really excited. In poker, only the person that wins is ever as excited. Right? And even sometimes maybe they aren't that excited. But
Honestly, when I play a tournament and bust in the early levels, it's like, I'm not even like, it's just like, oh, I saved my time. I gotta go play tennis or something.
right,
You know?
yeah,
It's like,
exactly. I mean, oh, it's really nice outside.
the worst is bubbling or getting like 14th and you just make a min cash and you spend like 10 hours, you know? Here we have Rick pick up a pair. So we saw the blinds went up 30K, 60K, so they're even shorter now. The chip leader is like 15 big blinds.
That's not a lot of big blinds.
Rick decides to raise here with the fours.
But I guess in the world of people with 5 big blinds, 15 big blinds.
Huge.
A lot of big
15
blinds.
bigs, that's heaps.
A whole lot of big blinds. Superintendent Ryan is, being thorough.
That's
29, yeah.
Let's go. Average stack 616,000, so average stack is 10 big blinds. Ante remains at 5,000. 7 players are left. You didn't fire this tournament, did you?
I did not. No, see, I always have this thing where it's like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to final table it, and I'm supposed to work, so being responsible. It saves me a lot of money in buy-ins, probably.
I was saying that I wanted to play this tournament, and if I final table, we could just put a mic on the table.
Yeah,
and I would
we
have
got
commentated while playing the final table.
Maybe that's why they scheduled your flight as such, where you didn't get here like that way you didn't have to make that decision.
For sure.
They're like, oh, drive real slow from the airport. Just make sure. Oh, you just missed it. I know that's a dilemma, especially for like Valerie, who is just like, she chopped the first tournament yesterday, and she's in the booth with you tomorrow night for the Assassin's Bounty.
That's gonna be fun.
And she was just like, I really want to play.
I know.
And just torn, especially as a thing. The Mayor Pete, what's going on?
What up, Kevin and Brent? How
Vanessa
you doing, Mayor
Cade,
Pete?
holler.
Hey, Vanessa Cade. Vanessa, you were just here in. Vanessa was here 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We went to, I know, like on the off stream, we went to an escape room. First time I've ever done an escape room. Yeah,
So
it's a good
fun.
time.
I'm addicted. Here we have another premium hand from Rick, raising it up with the king queen suited. And Rick's had a couple of raise and takes it. With how short the stacks are, every time you raise and take the blinds, it just feels like you increase your stack by such a big percentage. And so we see Rick again at the top. 4 bigs, 8 bigs.
4 bigs
14.
for Rick. Yeah, 4.
This is wild.
14.
So there's still, this is poker with skill edge. Shoving ranges, pushing ranges, there's still a lot of skill. But this is going to be more gambly than a deep final table. If we're sitting, everyone has 50 big blinds, there's definitely going to be a larger skill gap. This is a turbo, so the skill gap is going to be compressed. And I mean, there's still a lot of skill, but good luck. May you flip and run well.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
When you get like super short like this, there is an edge, but yeah, it's smaller, much smaller. I'd be curious to see.
Oh, we got the Vanessa Cade host too, which is super cool.
Oh, sweet, yes.
That's a Vanessa.
Mr. Big Shot says escape rooms are the closest I'll ever get to a Big Brother competition.
It's pretty similar. I did a couple of those to practice in preparation.
Condiments for soup in the fanny pack? Not sure. You guys can post your best guess as to what is actually in the fanny pack. We should do like a lot of things. What do we think Kevin thinks is in the fanny pack? top 3 things, like the Family Feud. I don't know, you can't really do 11 things that way, right? We just like name random things that exist.
Great flop for SSR. If I had to pick someone to win this tournament, just with the hands that SR has played and the aggression, I mean, I might have to bet on him.
SR?
SR, man.
Yeah, he's not afraid to get the chips in, which I think is a huge advantage when you're playing.
If you're looking for the win.
Yeah, people are clinging to their short stacks. You're the guy that's aggressive, or the person, the lady, the guy. In this case, it is a guy, but yeah, if you're the aggressor.
Are those plaques? I love plaques. Yeah, that's something that you guys do that's a little bit unique when you make the final table and ship up. They actually get plaques, which is super cool. Not a lot of venues do that.
Yeah, we got 25K plaques, and then the yellow ones are rarely, like somewhat rarely used, 100K plaques. The cool part about this tournament, though, is if you buy in at that 550 buy-in, often by that point there's so many chips already out there, they just hand you a couple plaques.
That's very cool. Rick here with ace-10. Rick's also been spicing it up.
Yeah, the 5-6 seats are the ones doing a lot of the action. Ken was content to sit with the chip lead, which, you know, in this kind of scenario, dwindled pretty quickly just because he wasn't that far ahead in the first place.
Ryan has king-queen here. I think from what we've seen, Ryan's going to call and take a flop. I think he has a medium stack. I mean, he wants to play. It's king-queen, right? But your
he keeps getting these like on the edge kind of hands against an open. And
when you're at the final table and you get one of these on the edge hands, you just have to let it go. You have to fold. But I mean, hopefully the flat works out for him as he does call.
Bengay, Advil, and a bus pass in the fanny pack. All right. I feel like there's no bus pass in the fanny pack.
Now Ken is king.
Oh, wow. Another kind of... once there's a raise and a call before you, I think King Jack could be pretty easy fold. But if you want to get aggressive, maybe, you know, I don't think anybody's really folding, though, if you get aggressive with King Jack in this spot, right? I mean, maybe Ryan would reluctantly fold because he was not really keen on getting...
It looks like we're going to have a post-long pot here. This is such... I mean, the person who wins this pot is going to be just... This is so important.
Yeah.
And now SR and the big line is thinking, hey, it's only 80 more K to see a flop with Jack 4 suited.
2 suited, yeah. I don't know. That's a really tough.
You really got to fold the king queen. It's
maybe like fold or shove. I mean, but it's like maybe it's like against an open, you probably want to be folding. But we'll see how it works out. Wow.
So everyone just has overcards. If Ace 10 does find the courage to continuation bet here, he's going to win.
Does that look? Is that the look of a guy who's betting? It looks like he's gonna bet.
Go long brick. He senses he has the best hand, and this is going to be a huge pot for him.
He also might sense that Ryan is a bit reluctant to get his chips in. I mean, obviously, that's not even like a slight, right? You're trying to ladder up. Ryan's in a tough spot. Rick's got some chips. He can apply a little bit of pressure. Just a little bit of pressure.
What up, everyone on the Twitch stream? If you're from my channel, if you're coming from my Twitter, please hit the follow button. Stones Live, like I've said, is one of the premier live poker broadcasters. They treat me well. They give me massages. Brent rubbed my toes. He gave me a massage before the stream started.
Really great toes. Speaking of applying pressure.
There you go. Follow us on YouTube, Twitch, everywhere.
Right. You can follow on Twitter too to keep up to date on the guests that are coming, and that's Stones Live Poker on Twitter, Instagram, the newly acquired Instagram account. Are you on the Instagram?
I'm on the Instagram very casually. Like I'll post
just kind of chill
every 10 days.
I started like doing some more Instagramming. Should we be posing? I don't know. They're taking photos of us.
Paparazzi here in Sacramento.
The NSA is going to see this and know that we've got a Canadian. Going wild in Sacramento here, guys.
Vanessa's what? I never got the toe rub. Vanessa, you gotta.
You got the escape room. It was like escape room or the toe rub.
If you tickle his mustache in the right way, he'll help you out. Come on, I'm excited to be here. There's so much money up for grabs.
I know, 11-5. This is
7 left.
This is only the second tournament. Tomorrow is. I mean, it's just like going to keep getting better every single day.
I want to see some good aggressive shoves. I want to see no fear. The flats and stuff, I feel like stacks are in a place where you just have to go all in or fold. I mean, this is not like a play post flop final table right now.
I know we are seeing a lot more like flop like post-flop action, than especially like three-handed, than I
Yep.
would expect to see.
This is another flop where no one really connects. King high, 9 high, 6 high.
Oh. I'll be right back.
Ken takes the bet. Very nice bet from Ken as he takes the chips.
This is, man, this might be 1 or 2 more levels. Like, I mean, it depends on what happens heads up and course, where you can see all the chips in play.
We'll have a lot of time for tow roads or, you know, a cash game.
Peter in seat 3 is the short stack. Seat 1 also short. Ryan. Seat 8, Ryan. Got a couple Ryans you see with the backwards cap. Ryan just played one hand. He played the jacks, and it was a little bit costly. This is the time you want to pick up some cards. You want to run well.
This is it, yeah. This is that moment in the tournament. Queen 10, all right.
Queen 10, he says, all right.
265, what's that, 4 bigs? Now Ryan. This has got to be, like, just reshove, right? Or do you just want to just back out?
I think ace jack with this stack, you're looking to get it in.
Especially considering, like, you almost, like, well, what is it, 360? Okay, yeah. Ryan's just in a tough spot. He really, really wants to win this tournament, or that's the impression I'm getting. Like, he can't believe that he's been in this spot where he's got these. If he's got ace queen, he's snapped, shoving. Ace jack is in that spot where he's thinking about it. So.
Right, you are, Brent. I feel like ace queen is a crystal clear get it in. Ace jack is slightly uncomfortable.
I mean, Ryan Rhino shoving from under the gun. Oh my god, he might let it go.
Wow!
He decides to play conservative. At the final table, I mean, I think it's okay. I mean, he had the best hand, but what if everyone had ace king, ace queen, we'd be loving the fold. You know, it's tough to tell.
No, yeah. So we're thinking. I think it's a standard. You've got what is it? So it's a 6 big blind.
Look, ace jack folded.
Wow.
Into ace
He's
king.
like next level. He just maybe he's got access to the RFID stream. I'm not sure. That's dodge the bullet without after. Well, he'll realize it. I'm sure.
So Ryan is behind, but look, he has 43%.
Oh wow!
Another ace jack. I mean, all the aces are dead.
Yeah,
Queen
that's
10's
true.
actually
Queen 10's
not that
looking
bad of a
pretty
shape.
good. With all the Queen 10's left. I don't think Randy's going to get involved here. As soon as they say that Randy reaches for chips. What do I even know?
I've made a couple wrong reads already here, Brent.
Isn't that the best feeling when you're just like, yeah, he's pretty much going to, okay, he's not full, okay, he's all in.
Oh man, and the Aussie Millions with Jason, I must have, every play I think I got wrong. It was unbelievable. So this is interesting. If ace jack gets involved here, it's in terrible shape.
Yeah, really bad shape. It's I mean,
this is a key pot. We could be down to 6. Rick could really run away with this thing if his ace king holds.
I think in Randy's spot, the ace jack is a lot easier fold. Because someone's already called.
All in under the gun, call, and then your tag.
Yeah,
it's like,
you had tank fold, or like mini tank fold, right, by Ryan, and then a flat. And the flat usually looks stronger than a reshove, so.
Amen to that, Brent. He's thinking about it. I think, if I had to guess, I think he's just going to get away from it. But it's tempting. There we go. Man.
It's like as if on cue. Yeah. But he's probably folding here.
The call. So we're going to see a side pot. There's going to be a dry side pot. Beats a queen or a 10. No. With the pair on the board, these ace jacks, ace kings could chop it up as well. But, I mean, all Ryan Rhino needs a queen or a 10 for a triple up in a big stack. Goes check, dry side pot. Nobody's in a bet. That's an ace.
And now we got some hearts. Might keep Randy around. I mean, what are you expecting to hit with ace jacks? When you hit the ace and you got the jack of hearts, it's like you're not folding.
He's shaking his head. He doesn't like it. The all-in-player Ryan with queen 10. He does have the best heart.
That's true. So another heart. He'll feel pretty good.
This is a wild hand. This is fun, man. This has been fun to look at. Those blacks look
I might be
fantastic.
surprised by the fact that they're not just like shoving and doing all this stuff pre-flop, but it has made for some. It's like an interesting spot after interesting spot after interesting spot. Yeah, and of
Randy
course,
is almost dead.
might get 2 eliminated here.
We'll see the reactions. There's a good chance we have a double knockout here with Rick. Big hold for Rick. He would have so many chips if he can hold.
He just almost like that face. It's just like, just get this over with.
A heart or a jack. There's a couple chop outs as well. Oh my goodness, a massive river card here.
Did Rick show on Randy show? It went bet all in. I love it. 3 all-ins. All right.
Oh! Queen 10 is alive and he does the lap.
Ryan's doing laps around the table.
I mean, I would too. Oh, yes!
I love it. You know that's like, so in the room when you're at like the World Series or something and it's like tons of people left, some guy gets up, he's clapping, he's super excited, everyone kind of giggles because they're like, oh, he won the tournament. But here,
and Randy wins the side pot with the Jack of Hearts. Rick gets crushed. Rick had like 80% equity to knock out 2 players, and he loses both the main and the side pot.
Jeez, Vanessa with the emote game on.
It's just such a sick river, man. Obviously, Ryan is super happy, and Randy has 900K.
What does Rick have after this? I mean, Rick had such a good chance to win that tournament if he holds there.
Yeah, it's a huge pot. I mean, Ryan's feels great. 560.
Oh, Rick must be sick. No heart, no jack. That's it.
Wow, Rick
is at -3.
Apparently, Rick is out of the tournament.
I've never seen someone with
negative chips before.
That's probably, actually, this is the first time ever that the graphic is showing you what it feels like. It feels like he has -3.
That's amazing.
His current emotional state, -3 big blinds. He does, however, have more than 0 big blinds. Looks like he's still got an okay stack. Maybe like, it's hard to gauge the plaques. It looks like 253, 4, like 500K.
Crazy. After that hand, it looked like we could have been down to 5, but we stay at 7. Everyone gets a share of the pot. Poor Rick, man, got it in so good. That is tournament poker. It's so sick. Ken here, 12 big blinds. Probably seen from Ken. Yeah, he's gonna get involved here.
All right. I like that. He just tosses out the plaques.
Very boss status. He opens up the King Jack from under the gun +1. Oh, you got a feel for Rick there with that pot.
Yeah, Rick's feeling the sting of that one a little bit. For sure.
And Randy has 1.5 million after that. He is the tournament chip leader.
Yeah, you gotta feel really good if you're Randy.
Brian also has a decent stack after that as well.
Mayor Pete says not everyone can play as well as you, Kevin. Rick should have shot free.
Stop, Pete.
Get Randy out of there. Yeah, sometimes the flat with the strong hand gets you in trouble. But he was taking a line that conserves some chips.
What a Lappy poker. What a fun time to watch. Kmart and Psychos beg some money at risk. What more can a guy want? What's up, Lappy? Shout out to a full-time Twitch streamer, Lappy Poker.
Oh, nice.
I didn't realize Lappy is like 6'8".
Oh, really? It's hard to tell if you only ever see them sitting down, right?
I really enjoyed his stream and stuff. And then he posted a picture on Twitter, and I'm like, the guy is a monster. He's 6'8". I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable. What's up, Lappy? Lappy knows about these short-handed final tables, these ladders. See in the top left, we have 9 minutes till blinds go up. Already things are tight here. Things are short with 30-60. The 40-80 mark can even push the mark farther. There's the king of the fanny pack, Peter in seat 3, waiting for a hand to go all in with. And SR picks up a premium here with ace-jack offsuit.
Sorry, it's Jack. Everything else the guy wants is in Peter's fanny pack.
That's right. Our Stones Live Poker crew is reminding us that our player in seat 7, Randy, he's actually like 6'9". He doesn't look that big when he's sitting down.
Yeah. I know he's a
huge.
tall dude. This chat is the best. Stones Live Poker Randy is over 7 feet tall. Pointed out every mistake on this feet. You'd have a seizure. Hopefully not. Hopefully.
What kind
kind of terms do you run up at Stones? What up, Hail Recoil? Thank you for asking. Here in Sacramento.
All kinds. We've got, this is the second tournament in the there's 250K guarantees of this Spring Classic.
Yeah.
This is tournament number 2. Tomorrow we got the Assassin's Bounty going, which is a $300 tournament. Kevin's going to be back with you with our own Valerie Cross. That starts at 10, 25K guarantee, $100 bounties, which you can use to buy more chips at different points in the tournament. Then Monday we're following it up with the Mix Max $200 buy-in. And oh, this is actually really funny. There's a wheel. Like when you get a big hand, the wheel is on this post that the camera is on. So
I was gonna comment. Is
well, there's actually an earthquake happening right now. You can see it's like we'll see if somebody hits big on the wheel there.
So here, when you play cash games, if you make a royal flush, you get to spin a giant wheel and earn bonus money. So congratulations to whoever.
There are a ton of like really cool things, like bomb pods. Like, sometimes, like I know with Omaha, they do this thing where you get these chips. It's almost like you do 3 hours. Whoever has the most of these chips gets like an extra bonus money. There's a lot of incentives for players here. It's pretty great.
Our Fanny Pack King. I'm cheering for Peter here. He finds the King 6 suited. He shoves. Can't blame him. He has 3 big blinds. He's been sitting for a while. He's sitting back. His Fanny Pack is
He's like, I'm
exposed.
totally comfortable. Call or don't call. I don't care.
Yeah. How much money does Peter have in that Fanny Pack? He's like loaded. He's 20K in there for sure.
20? Really? I think about like, I don't know. Maybe. Coming back to 15 bigs in a dream in 13 hours from now, Mayor Pete. All right, Lappy, good luck tomorrow.
It folds the can. He's like almost committed. You know, it's costing 100K, but he has a pretty marginal hand here.
Yeah, Hell Recoil. Stones is pretty great. There's all kinds of dailies. We have a thing too where if you win a daily, any tournament at Stones, you get a seat in the end of the month $300 30K guarantee tournament, and that's any daily. So if you win there, there's also like a points leaderboard where what's up? Oh yeah.
Throat. Wow. Peter gets the 3 big blind shove through, which is, when you shove 3 bigs, you expect never to have full equity, but it got through everybody.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty impressive. My boyfriend is at the table and he's texting, but I can't tell how far ahead he is. Adria, which, well, I'm gonna guess it's Ryan, one of the Ryans, but that's just a guess.
We do have 2 Ryans.
It's true. That's why I went with Ryan. I was like, I've increased my odds of guessing it. She's like, no, it's Peter. No, I think the delay is 20 minutes.
203 players joined. We see Rick there. Rick took a bad beat with that ace king. Hopefully he can calm down and not make like a silly decision, because it's a tough one, man. In tournaments, when you lose all your chips off of a bad beat, it's so hard just to relax it and make it happen.
It looks like, just from his body language, that it still is kind of affecting him, but I mean,
Yeah,
it's hard
of course,
to shake that loose. The player that's able to do that is gonna probably succeed, just because that is not an easy thing to do.
We see an open from King 8 offsuit. And it's not going to work. Ryan is probably going to go with
This has, yeah. I mean, we keep saying that about Ryan. Like, we're not sure. It looks like, okay, they're all going.
250,000. And King 8 cannot. Oh, Peter!
Pete's in the house with
Peter
Jack.
wakes up with a monster.
This kind of cracks me up. It's like, I mean, I get it, but
No,
that can't be right.
there's graphical mistake, right?
Maybe not. No, you know what? I want to say though, we had a situation.
Confirmed?
Wow.
No. He had like 5 big blinds and pocket jacks.
Yeah. Holy.
Team,
Holy wow.
Can we?
I actually think that actually happened, because yeah, that did happen.
Oh, and there's an ace.
It's like he soul read the flop and knew an ace was coming.
Man, I believe Stone's graphical department is the best of the best, but
No, it is.
folded jacks.
We
with
had a
5 big
situation like
blinds?
this. So we had an $1,100 sit down. Same thing happened. The guy, it was like 5 players left, and he folded. I think he folded 8s to like an open, or jacks to a single open or something, and we're just like, what? Unbelievable! But wow.
And
Peter.
it's so funny that the ace hit and like
The jacks fold versus. The team is confirming that he led 2 jacks. He didn't even think about it.
5 big blinds and
He
jacks.
has 3 big blinds.
There's one guy in the entire world who's folding there.
Can somebody clip that? Oh my god.
This is Peter's world, and you're just living in his fanny pack.
He was in the big blind.
Wait,
That was
what?
unbelievable. I've never seen anything
Wow.
like that. I'm sorry, man.
No.
I thought there had to be a mistake. I
felt like there was at least a small chance there was a mistake, but
Wizard read by Peter. I mean, that was
he took a minute. He communed with the flop. He heard the ace. Poker said.
Appreciate everyone in the chat.
Crystal Love wants to know where your kitty ears are.
Oh yes. They're with my pride.
They're being
2-5 cash game.
borrowed.
Yo, the Sacramento cash game players really messed me up. They really took me for a loop.
There's quite a list. This was 2 2-5 games. You had like a feeder game coming to your table and everything. This opportunity that full was anything but horrendous. No, I definitely think you can't be folding the jacks there. You know? But I think one of the important things about poker is you have to play
How you
to be comfortable with how you play.
I mean, the man's at the final 7. Strategy is strategy, but I love when things like that happen. I just thought there was no way. I thought there was a mistake, but obviously there wasn't. It was amazing. He folded jacks and left himself with 4 big blinds. He's waiting for aces.
Yeah, exactly. What are you waiting for, but not for jacks, right? Like.
And the funny thing is, he would have been out. I mean, it was unbelievable.
We see Rhino open up a couple of light hands here. He wants to play pots get involved.
Ryan's 3-bet, so that I like it. Now Ryan has a little bit of chips, I guess, to play with.
Yeah. I mean, you can Dylan up there. He shows the 3s.
Are they playing Hokey Pokey in the background? This is Hokey Pokey remix.
So here we go, our short stack, our hero, he would have been out of the tournament.
You know what? Peter's winning the tournament.
I haven't seen Peter more than I've been team anything else in my life.
No, a tardy snafu. I'm trying to like read that whole thing. ICM ladders. Look, I think almost every situation, like when you're talking about ICM, like the difference between like 8th and 1st here is yeah, it's $11,000, but like that's I don't know, 5 bigs with jacks. I think 99% of people who have 5 bigs with jacks in that spot are playing jacks. Using the power solver dealing. I don't know. I would not believe somebody if they showed me a thing that said you're supposed to fold jacks there, but you know what? Again, gotta play what you're comfortable playing, and some people, tight gets them where they want to be, right?
What up, everybody in Twitch? Again, we see you. A couple people tweeted me. Glad you guys are enjoying the show.
Lost in poker. Entire sim is in Peter's fanny pack.
Big thank you for the team for having me on here.
Oh, they're trying to bring you a shot.
Tequila shot? Is that water?
It's definitely water.
God.
Water for
Is that
Kevin.
Casey?
Oh, I can't do that. Thank you.
We're in a professional broadcast.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin might end up with both of them.
I can bring them all in for y'all.
If you want 2, you can have 2. Maybe we should wait.
Casey has yours as well, so
Okay.
whenever you're done.
Sure. All right, sweet. Thanks. No problem. I'll cheers you with some iced tea.
So I am the one drinking the tequila. Cheers, buddy. Cheers to Stones for having me, and I'm having a blast. It's a hero folding jacks. Oh God, dude, this is.
Oh, they're pointing. There's lots of stuff going on. What's happening?
This is a lot of tequila here, dude. Are we gonna?
Oh, I think we're on break time. A lot of that is a hefty
You guys
shot.
pour shots different in America, I swear.
Yeah, is that a thing?
Man, this is not. This is.
I wouldn't think. Oh, they're cheersing to the table. Yeah.
Shout out to the wonderful Casey. She's wonderful. Okay.
You gotta move. Let's see. So we're at break. We've got what do we have? 6 players left. So I believe. Oh,
Break time? Is this
break
a
time?
super break time?
Yeah. Do you need a break? You need some more water? Or you have some more? That is a ton of tequila. What's up, Jesse Fullen, Pedro MCG? All right, so I've said it a couple times. This is the second tournament in the Spring Classic. 250K worth of guarantees. This, I was going to say a rotating buy-in, not a rotating, an escalating buy-in, starting at 120 at 10 a.m. up to 550. So these players are in for anywhere between 120 and 550 if they've only played one book. 45K guarantee. And
it's just such a clever format because it allows different players to get in, right? If you're offering a $500 tournament, not everyone can pay $500 to play a poker tournament. So you offer this. Some people get in for $120. Some people get in for $220. And then if you're a baller and you want to lay rich for $500, it's just clever. It's clever because then you get all buy-in ranges. Some people at the final table. I want to go ask them. I bet you maybe a couple people have been here since 10 in the morning and did get in with $100. I think it's very cool.
I wouldn't be surprised. Hang on one sec. I'll be right back.
Nice jacket. Thank you, Vanessa Kid. Appreciate that. Kevin needs some lime wedges. Yeah, we just did the salt there in the lime. Whew. Again, they are liberal with their shots here in Sacramento. The stream is lit. I'm loving it. Thank you, Halo Rico. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. We're on break now with the players again. Coming back, final 7. Short stacks. Blinds are up as well, so it's going to be 40, 80K. Guys, let's not talk about the cash game session I had here today.
All right, guys, let's talk about the cash game.
No, let's not talk about it. No, it was fun. It was really, really cool. I got crushed, beat up. Couple. I mean, it was wild. So glad you're in Sacramento. I'm a big fan. Whoa, what's up, dude? I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I met a couple people today. I met a sub from my stream here today who plays.
Oh, awesome!
Which is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably a couple of them around here.
Now that it's my second time here, I definitely feel more part of the Sacramento community for sure. It's amazing. Yeah. It's too bad. Why isn't your basketball team in the postseason? The Sacramento Kings. I would love to go watch a game.
It's been a while. I think Kobe Bryant ruined that for them. But they got a bunch of good young guys. I think it's a fun group to don't remind us. Yeah, there's a running thing that Kings don't win in Sacramento. That's like a thing on the stream all the time. And I didn't really get it because I didn't grow up here at first. So I was like, oh yeah, it's like a double meaning because they were talking about the basketball Kings.
Sacramento Kings are just bad. What's up, Kev? Yeah. What up, New York stranger? Kevin, did you lose those chips you posted on Twitter? I lost those chips. I bought some more chips, and then I lost some of those as well. Yeah, it was
losing all of the chips. There's
I've had a good 2018. It's okay to have a couple losses once in a while, right?
Yeah, it's all right. You said, okay, so if you guys don't know already, Kevin was on the Poker News podcast this week. He talked about how good he had been running so far. So maybe it's okay to have a little downtick. All downtick. 2018's been incredible. January, February, March on the stream. Green. Reno was great. PC was great. Big scores everywhere. April, it's still early, but April's been a little bit rough, But again, if you're going to tell me that I got off to this good of a start in 2018, it's incredible. I take it every single time. That's awesome that you can, you're streaming every day, so you gotta keep playing poker, and it's good to run good, right? You're just if you're just getting blasted on the stream. Let's see, you guys can do whatever you want in terms of buying shots. I can't drink them. And I'm not sure Kevin is physically going to be able to drink all the shots. I'm good. Okay, we can take some more shots. Veronica and Casey, they just keep sending alcohol, though. They're relentless. They're relentless. They don't. I wouldn't be surprised. That's a good. You know what? This food here, everything here is great. The tournament, but with you here and everybody here, it's felt like kind of a party type atmosphere. This is one of the few times that I just came and spent the whole day playing cash games, waiting to do this stream. So it's pretty great. It's been very, very fun. Saturday definitely helped. Oh, this is really important, What stream do you run? I've been a full-time Twitch streamer. I stream online poker from my home in Calgary, Alberta. I play on PokerStars full-time. I believe it's the best site out there. And, I stream tournaments 5 days a week if you want to come join me. What is your channel? It's Kevin Martin 987. Hey, let me throw it in the chat. Yeah. You gotta follow me, man. We put our heart and soul out there. Yeah, real cool. If you didn't already, check it out. It's some good times.
Brent, I'm going to run to the bathroom quickly.
Yeah,
Do you want
handle
anything
that.
while I'm gone before we
No,
start?
I'm
this tournament
perfect.
again?
I've got a water and I've got some iced tea. Let's see. Yeah, Stone's located just outside of
Okay,
Central
beer
Site, so check it out. So.
Oh, I got that. I posted my link in the chat and they banned me.
Moobot is relentless. That's hilarious. That's great. We'll get that. We'll get that going for
I'll
you
be right
guys.
back, guys.
We'll get that going for you guys for sure. But yeah, hell, cool. I think it's Kevin Martin 987, but we'll check it out. Oh, there you go. So you can paste it again when he's coming back. Are you on the clock? Yes, Ayodad, I am. Moobot Penny, Kevin Martin, no links. That's right. Moobot is relentless. We know that. Okay, so we brought it up a couple times. This is the second tournament of the Spring Classic. We've got the Assassin's Bounty Tournament tomorrow, $300 buy-in, $100 bounties. You can use those bounties to buy more chips. So when we get to the final table tomorrow night, it's going to be pretty exciting because on top of all this ICMs, chip stack type stuff, you've got this extra thing where you can buy some chips. I'm going to double check the exact thing. Once you get to the final table, every bounty is worth 5 big blinds, and I mean that's pretty awesome. So unlimited entries, first 6 levels, 30-minute levels, 10K starting chips, 25K guarantee, $100 bounties. It's going to be another good time, and Kevin's going to be back here tomorrow night with Valerie Cross, who booked a chop in the first tournament. So we're off to a pretty great start. If you are not sure about what's coming up this week, and if you just found the channel because you come to say hello to Kevin, we've got tons of stuff coming up. Not only is Kevin here, but later on this week, Andrew Nemi, Jason Somerville, Lex Veldhouse, they're all going to be here. They're all going to be in the booth and playing different cash games. So we've got Sunday night with Valerie and Kevin. Monday night, the Mix Max final table with Andrew Nemi in the booth here, soon to be on Twitch Poker. If you've never checked out Andrew's vlog on YouTube, it's definitely worth a look. I think Andrew Nemi is sort of like a pioneer in the vlogging space. A bunch of people are following up. You swap out bounties for 5 big blinds up until a certain point. You have to do it before the hand. You can't use the bounties as a way to like buy back into the tournament. So you have to do it before you actually play the hand. It's not like a rebuy type thing. But yeah, so it's some strategy that goes into that. So Andrew's going to be here in the booth. Then Andrew is going to be playing on Tuesday, I believe, or in the booth Tuesday, playing Wednesday. Pretty much just Andrew Nemi week with cash games and everything. With the beautiful follow-up of a 1025 with Andrew Nemi and Jason Somerville streaming together for the first time. That's right, like basically the godfather of Twitch Poker, Jason Somerville, with the, probably in my mind the godfather of YouTube vlogging. So it's pretty awesome, and it's going to be a good time for all, for sure. We're back to the action. If you guys didn't check that out, you can follow Kevin Martin's stream. We've got it linked a couple times in there. That's Kevin Martin. Yeah, that's probably my favorite Moobot of all time. Like Moobot move of all time. So it's super awesome. You guys are in. Came back just in time.
We are back in action. Hello from Sacramento.
Hey, that rhymed. Great job.
We're not messing around. We see deuces all in. We're seeing 7 player Randy.
Let's see, we're back at, what are we at? Are we at, what is it, 30, 60? So we're at 4080.
4080. Randy was out for 600K. And SI are putting a lot of chips pre-flop trying to steal those blinds. If this is something you see a lot on live poker, is these big raises, these big opens, the 3Xs, the 4Xs. When it comes to a situation with short stacks, I would just highly recommend just min raise your everything, your entire range. If you're gonna open the pot, just min click it. If stacks are this shallow. If the stacks are 80 bigs, 100 bigs deep, if you're playing deep stack poker, go for the 3X, go for the 4X, hammer away. But when you're dealing with such short stacks, just min raise your entire range.
because then you get put in spots like this where he 3Xs and then he shoves and he's committed. Like, he just put in so many chips. He put in 250,000 chips.
Yeah.
You can just min-raise fold, and that's way cheaper.
That's a huge raise. It's like, oh, yeah, 3X, yeah.
When my coaches started dealing with me and looking at my turbo tournaments, they just said min-raise everything. Never raise more than the minimum. Or 2.1 or something, but...
yeah, I think in general...
Little tidbit of advice that others pass on to me.
Yeah, it gets the same result.
And then raise folding is way cheaper, and you can play way more hands. Yo, Lap B, what cash games were you playing earlier, brother? I was playing the legendary Stones 2-5 game. It was a pretty good game. We straddled it. It was like 5-10 for the most of it. And took a little bit of a beating, but that's okay. That's fine. That's what I'm going to tell myself to go to bed tonight.
It's fine.
Asleep.
It's fine.
What's up, everybody?
You can't win them all. You can't win all of the money. I need to buy a drink. I can't drink. That's funny. These guys should be limping, actually, at their stack sizes. Well,
Lappy Poker, there's nothing wrong with limping either as well. But if you're going to raise, just mid-raise, I would say. And here we see Ken open it up. Ooh, that's the Church of Ace King. Do you like Ace King?
yeah.
Do you love Ace King?
I think I'm loving Ace King at this final table with these stack sizes because it's easily shovable. I mean, yeah, like you want it. If you don't win the flip, obviously this isn't a flip, necessarily, but yeah. I'm happy to have Ace King in these spots.
Oh, it's just so nutted. It's unbelievable. SR is counting out his stack.
Yeah, I mean,
beautiful colored blacks that should look awesome.
I think to a certain extent, I'm all for like letting people take the time that they need. Oh, I guess he was just like making sure exactly knew how much.
There's a lot of money up for grabs. Taking your time to make a decision, for sure. Do
you think he already knew and was just like being thorough? I don't know. There's like, I guess thorough may not be the right word. Like, I feel like he might have already knew he wanted to raise, or maybe once he counted out his stack, he realized that he can't really raise any amount other than all in. So it's sometimes, it's like he found it out midway through counting. It's like, oh, we're getting to the point where it's like I can't just like 3-bet some random amount because I'm not gonna fold.
The chip leader has 12 big blinds.
Yeah.
How are we still 7-handed? 2 bigs, 3 bigs, 6 bigs. The chip leader.
These guys are going to be amazing. Like, I think this is a record. No, not a record. We'll
This
see.
has to be the shallowest tournament ever. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like because often people are making these kind of like tight folds in spots with like 5 bigs and jacks. You get to this point in the tournament where like if people have been making those folds a lot, and generally the field is a little bit tighter. You get to this part where you're amazed. I'm amazed. 12 big blinds is a chip lead.
Yeah,
we should be losing people like
very quickly.
Every hand.
Very quickly.
Based on what kind of things to push fold, but these guys are really like strapped in and ready to battle with however many big blinds they have. SR, I like. Yeah, I mean it's 8. You got an ace.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's all in for 4 bigs.
2 bigs at this point.
2 bigs? Oh, yeah, that's right. We're at 40-80. That's right.
Randy wakes up with an ace-10.
Yeah, this is a similar situation Randy found himself in before, where he's got a pretty decent hand after 2 people have acted before. I don't see any reason he can't flat behind on the button here.
That's perfectly okay. He decides to fold. Great. It looks like our man, Fanny Pack Peter, is going to be in a really good spot here to pick up some much-needed chips.
I think I'm flatting ace-10.
It's fine, for sure.
I mean, I don't think Ryan... Yeah.
If you fold, you get a chance for a ladder. You just chill, wait for a better spot.
But he's got like 1 million chips.
He's going to be pretty happy when he sees they folded the ace-10. So Peter's all in. 72% favorite, but he is going to lose his hand 1 every 4 times. Is there a 9?
Can we find a 9? Oh! It was stuck. It was the most dramatic 9 of all time.
The dealer's slow.
That was so great.
He's out. Double gutter.
So
Queen
stuck.
Eight. Oh.
What a troll 9. It was just like, I'm just going to hide behind here.
That was incredible. GG. Good sportsmanship from Peter as he falls in 7th place. Very good run.
Thick Gravy Anima says this is the sub $300 final table meta. There you go. Peter made it work. I don't think he actually laddered from the time that he folded the jack, so effectively the same result, but still a good run.
Peter's still a legend, definitely very good sportsmanship, and he is off in 7th place. And here's our final 6, you guys. Again, stacks are short. It's been some good play for sure. There's been some decisions that have been fun. Of course, every final table is going to have those. But at the bottom, you can see first place, 11.5K. Second, 7,000. Third, 5,000. Fourth, 3.3K. So there's still some jumps for sure. But again, staying on the aggressive side, maybe going for that win. SR has definitely been one of our more aggressive players, finding hands to open and play, but he decides to fold the Ace-3.
Crystal seems pretty disappointed he didn't keep the kitty ears on.
Oh, yes. Who is that? Who is that in the chat?
I think she's one of the... I think you took a photo with her earlier on Twitter. I don't know, but that picture...
Is that Casey? Is that the Casey?
Crystal.
Oh, Crystal.
Yeah.
Oh!
Blonde hair.
Oh my god, Crystal, the server. I was running them all day.
Blonde
Crystal,
hair, kind of cute.
I literally wore
Gave
them
you
for all
kitty
like
ears,
4 hours playing
apparently,
cash games. That's right.
Yeah.
Crystal,
Also an excellent server.
she was fantastic. She brought me a couple of cold
One of the many.
beers.
If you're ever at Stone's, service is great here. Food is awesome.
We love you, Crystal.
Little box of excitement, according to Stone's Life.
She's mad. She's not happy.
Little in all caps.
A couple of 8s here for Randy. He decides just to rip it. I love that. No points in min-raise. Just push it all in. Oh no, that's bad though. Hair over
Watch,
hair.
Kenny's gonna amaze us. All right, Ken.
There we
You
go.
know what? Applaud Ken because
Ken
he's
gets
supposed
it
to call it
really
here.
good here. 80-20. This is about as good as you can get it in. Ryan shows some emotion in C1. He's really excited.
Ryan's managed to. Oh, I'm sorry, Crystal. I don't know what to say there.
Good flop.
Apparently, little box of excitement would have been a better thing to go with.
Randy needs an 8. Oh, a club is live. Club is live for the 4 flush. A club or an 8.
Oh.
A black card. I saw the
Yeah,
black
you're
card.
just like, oh, it's just enough to give you that little bit of like, whoop, maybe we got there. No.
Massive double up for Ken, and now he's going to be one of the bigger stacks. Bigger stacks as in like 14 big blinds.
Yeah.
This is what you get-
Huge 14 big
This
blinds.
is what you get with one-day tournaments, though. If you're going to run one-day tournaments, there's going to be a lot of play at the middle and early stages. Good chance to accumulate chips. But when you get down to where the money matters, it's going to be a lot of push folding. It's going to be a lot of flips. This is just how one-day tournaments work.
It's like unavoidable to a certain extent.
Yeah, you can't. I mean,
I mean, you
we
can't. We're not
can't
gonna
play
be
till
here
7
till like
in the morning.
yeah, exactly.
You know, we got like can't play here till the sun comes up.
Players can definitely maximize that their stacks.
Mid-game, early game, there's a lot of deep play, but this is just the way it's going to go. You can see Ryan and Randy very short. Randy shoved the 8s. I thought it was a great play. Feels bad when you run into the 9s, but let's see if he can rebound with 4 bigs.
Still got some chips left.
Every river has been a sweat. Yeah, some of these runs have been very fun.
That's right. We got the setup deck working tonight, for sure. So yeah, I don't think I like to shove the sides. It's more than less.
Big hand here for Rick.
Yeah, we're ripping this here.
Again, less than 10 big blinds. I think all in is the play, but we've seen some wins. We've seen some mid-raises off these stacks.
Sometimes I think you also get to this point where you're just like, try to get a little bit more creative or thinking maybe he wants action with this, so he doesn't want to shove and lose action. But I think it looks, I just feel like at this stage of the tournament, you're probably more likely to get called if you shove. Also, like, you're also going to avoid these like awkward flops where maybe you're not 100% sure where you stand.
I hear you.
I mean, if you're going to get it all in on the flop anyway, like, you know,
I hear you for sure. Again, another thing that the coaches have told me, if you're less than 12 bigs and you're going to play the hand, it's just all in or full, is the general rule that they have crammed into my brain. But I mean, creative stuff like this can be a lot of fun as well.
I wouldn't be surprised though if maybe like only 1 or 2 players at this table have actually had like a professional coach. So maybe you know they're still kind of feeling it out and playing like a style that's comfortable for them. Which I tell everybody. I mean, even like I guess maybe that's a bad idea. I don't want to say that if you're playing wrong, you should continue playing wrong just because you're comfortable. doing it. But at the same time, when you try to apply new things to your game, you kind of have to incrementally do it.
Yeah.
And play, and hopefully you're playing at a stakes where you can feel out those things and find what works best for you.
I agree for sure. You have to slowly implement things that you can. It's a long process. It's a long grind. This is crazy. If Rick would have shoved the ace queen, I bet Jack 9 folds, but this is a huge flop
Right,
for
well, there
Jack
you go.
9.
You're getting yourself in trouble.
Oh, man. Butters, what a turn card. SR is now trying to take his second pair to showdown. He wants it to go check, but he is drawing stone dead.
You can check behind here if you're Rick at this point, right?
For sure.
I mean, you're probably
I think he
getting
sees the
called
draws
with
out
very
there.
little.
He sees the
I guess
wet boards out there. I think he's going to lean towards betting.
I wonder if SR is going to give him action here. And the king, he probably isn't necessarily putting him on ace queen, right? Like a raise.
Nice fold.
Wow. Yeah,
Nice
I like
fold.
it. SR, solid.
SR, very impressive fold. He's drawing stone dead. He flops top pair, just gets away from it in the turn. You got it like that.
Yeah.
That's some good poker there.
SR is the chip leader, tied with Ken, or close to Ken. 12 bigs, 1.1 million chips, 14 bigs. Yeah.
I love, man, this is the, if I could commentate on this every night, this is the best. Gamble, push fold.
We've actually gotten more than I think we could have imagined in terms of that post flop, seeing different flop and turn decisions that in some situations you wouldn't be seeing because people would be shoving and just shove folding.
You see in the top left, we have 16 minutes till the next blind level. I believe the next blind level is 100,000.
I'm never going to live that down. A lot of clever things going on at Stones. If the building is super cool and clean, it is clean. I've been to a lot of poker rooms, and cleanliness is a part of what makes a room attractive to me personally. I think it's clean. It looks cool. It's got a neat vibe. The chairs are nice. I was talking about this the other day. Have you played a lot of tournaments in Commerce? So you know how the Commerce chair had its own Twitter account because everyone complained about the chairs so much?
Yes.
And they only recently upgraded the chairs. Stones already started with great chairs.
It is a definitely top flying, comfortable place to play for sure. It's a top pair for Ken. 5-3 flops a gut shot, but not a lot for any of the other players. I can see Ken betting this and it goes full probably. Credit Ken, man. Look at that gold watch on the left wrist. He has a lot of chips. You won that big hand, 9s versus 8s, and he has a good chance to maybe take this down. Shows the ace.
I like Ken because he strikes you as someone who might be, you might think if you were just gonna put him in a box, maybe he's kind of nitty, but I think Ken is capable of things that maybe not a lot of people would give him credit for.
I agree for sure.
He snap called the 9s. I think some other guys at this table are gonna hem and haw, and then some of them might even fold in that spot. So
I mean, we saw Peter fold the jacks.
Yeah,
He definitely
so
folded the 9s, yeah.
Ken was like, we gotta do it. Better run it now.
Short stack in the tournament, you guys. Ryan, there he goes all in. He was under the gun. He was going to be all in the next hand anyway, so it was either this one or the next one.
This is as good as you can hope for.
He's all in for his last 2.5 big blinds with ace deuce suited. Are we going to be down to the final 5 players here?
So far, so good. Jack 5's not going to cut it. 7-3's not going to cut it.
The blinds peel anything back. Ooh, that's going to be tempting. We're getting instructions from the boss.
We're getting
Shout out to Justin, by the way, the tournament director here.
Let's see. Oh, hang on.
So in the queen 10 here, just a couple of big blinds. Looks like he's folding. Nothing wrong with being conservative at all.
Maybe Anyway.
Oh, that's not going to be a fold.
Wow, so the queen 10 found a fold, which you might be able to make an argument for a call there.
For
sure.
Sevens, I think.
Yeah, the man shoves pretty big blinds. I think Randy's going to get it here. It's going to be in great shape, too, with just the overcard. A couple of the hearts are dead as well. There it is. Randy is committed, and he's going to be pretty happy with what he says. Sevens versus ace deuce. It says 60-40 because a couple of the sevens were folded. But Randy is in a good spot here to eliminate a player, get a ladder. Kevin, what a man, big fan of yours. What's up, dude? How you doing, brother? So far, so good. There are backdoor nothing. I mean, there's a straight backdoor straight monster, but a 3 will do now as well. Oh, never mind, because the sevens would have a bigger straight. Never mind. And that's a GG. Ace deuce cannot do it. Good game for Ryan. He's eliminated. There is your 6th place finisher, you guys. Ryan.
Yeah. So
we're down to 5, buddy.
Down to 5. Down to 5. If you guys are tuning in for the first time or have yet to follow on Twitch and YouTube, hit us up. Follow us. I know there's a lot of stuff being offered on Twitch Poker, but we're around Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays steadily, and then sometimes.
Should I phone the number at the bottom?
Got a gambling problem. I don't know that the number wants bad beat stories. I don't want to know like how rough your cash game session just went. But yeah, if you guys aren't, check it out. Follow us. We'll be here Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. This week is a special week. We've got tons of stuff coming up. Kevin's back tomorrow night for the final table of the Assassin's Bounty tournament. And then we just got like Crusher after Crusher, Andrew Nemi, Lex Veldhouse, Jason Somerville, like a bunch of YouTube vloggers coming in on Wednesday for the vlogger game. They may, I imagine some of them, all of them are going to stay around for the main event. We got a $450 main event with a $150K guarantee coming up next weekend. It's going to be pretty exciting. Oh, hey, another Twitch streamer. I never know how to say R. Schoenberg.
Ryan Schoenberg, one of my good friends.
All right, cool. I recognize that name.
Yeah, the sevens only had to call it some more bigs there. He gave it a little Hollywood, but he does hold, and we're down to 5. What's up, Ryan, in the chat? Hopefully you're shooting it all, buddy. Ryan made, we're at the final 5. These guys are playing for 11.5K up top. You can see my Twitter at the bottom, Kevin Raw Martin, if you want to get in touch. Tweet me up. It's been a long day for me, but I'm pretty stoked to see how this is going. I was on that plane at 5 a.m. this morning. I woke up at 4:45 my time. It was 3 a.m. this time, so fatigue a little bit of a factor. But gotta see who's going to be the champ here. Here's our chip counts, you guys.
This is fun.
Got it. Got a new dealer in the game here.
Dealing with the fun stuff. Yeah.
So ladders are starting to get up there a little bit. Every player is guaranteed 2.4K, but the next ladder is $1,000. So the difference between 5th, 4th, 3rd is starting to increase a little bit for sure.
This is where the jumps are bigger for sure.
Those jumps between 9th and 6th are so small.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like these are the jumps that people care about now.
Agreed. And you know, I think like 11, like for me, the way I look at certain things, 11.5, that's pretty hefty.
It's huge.
That's a nice score. Whereas I think like 3rd place, we're sitting somewhere around like 6th. You know, you don't hate it, but you're just like, it's not quite that 11, right? 7 high, good enough to snap. Let's see, how do you fold Queen 10 suited for 3 bigs? Jay Tyler, I think, yeah. I don't disagree. I think these guys have shown, each of them at different times, has been a little tight, a little bit on the tighter side, but like you said, the ladders are getting up there, right? Now we're getting to the point where every person eliminated is an extra $1,000+.
That's Rick scooping another pot, so you can see that Ken's at 1 million. Rick is also has some chips. SR with 14 big blinds. Short stack is Ryan in C1. He's played, credit to him, he came in as the short stack. Ryan in C1 came in with 3 big blinds to this final table. He has laddered himself up to 5th place. Can he find a few doubles and win? We'll see. But I mean, credit to him. He started 9-handed in 9th place, and here he is at the final 5. No one is over 15 big blinds. And it's going to get more pain. We've seen the top left that blinds go up in 8 minutes.
And that clock doesn't stop. Well, I mean, it does occasionally for breaks, but
and
for the most part, it just keeps ticking.
Rick here with the suited ace.
Yeah, I think I like. I mean, ace 5 suited. I might be shoving and raising it 5-handed.
I would definitely open, but folding again, being conservative, nothing wrong with that.
Alex Hirsch, yes, fanny pack did bust. Fanny pack, aka Peter. With the legendary fanny pack. I mean, that was like the primo fanny pack for sure. Wow.
Button shove.
Wow! And then this, I feel like this could be an easy call for Ken.
Ryan says, I'm all in.
Wow!
Wow, gets
maybe not an easy call. Oh, he's in the small one. Sorry, I thought he was in the big.
Jackman looks him up. He's in terrible shape. Credit for Ryan for making a play here. He had 9 deuces, really awful. But if he gets it through here, he picks up the chips.
I mean, one of the fun parts, or what like,
nice shove.
The good things in poker is if you can win a pot that you weren't supposed to win.
Shows it,
oh,
too.
wow, and he shows it.
I'm a boss. I'm shoving 100% is what he's saying.
Yeah.
9 deuce offsuit.
All right. Well, that's he's banking on everyone else being as tight as he's been, because he's made some tight folds for sure.
Jem in the chat says, hi, King Mark. If you're at the final table, would you play it out or make a deal at some point? I just believe in myself and the work that I've done, so I just wouldn't make a deal unless it was really in my favor. If there was a deal that heavily favored me, yes, but usually no. I mean, there's
Is there a point in the tournament where it's, I mean, you do definitely have an edge with the push-pull type stuff, but is there a point in the tournament where that edge is so minuscule that you're like, you know what, I'll just take the shot?
If the deal favored me.
Right, okay, no, yeah.
People say it's an asshole, but I would definitely ask for more money. I would definitely just ask for more money.
I don't think it's, I think we have to get that out of poker. Like, it's not really being an asshole if you're confident in your ability, you understand the dynamics of the game, you back yourself against these other 4 players in terms of the work you're putting in, those kinds of things. All of those things are supposed to pay off in spots like these.
But this is very gambling. This is
true.
This is very, very gambling.
But like the edge is still there. You may not win, but having an edge in those kinds of push-pull spots
definitely matters.
For sure. I mean, you could call ace 5 there, or shove ace 5 there, get called by 9 deuce, or shove 9 deuce, and lose that hand. But you're still like, how often are you winning that? And then you have tons of chips to it.
Right.
4-handed.
5-handed, you guys can see the average went up. Average stack 860.
Can be less than 11 big blinds. Average stack.
These guys have played all day. They have to be tired. The tournament started at 10 a.m. They've been playing for 14 and a half hours. They have to be exhausted. Again, welcome to
this is a heck of a run. So, interesting thing, not that we have any information about this yet, I think, like all of the Stones tournaments, if you're going to be streaming the final table, you have to play a minimum of 2 hours, and then at which point, if you want to discuss the deal, you can. So the option is on the table shortly. I don't know that we've reached 2 hours yet. I'm not sure. No, I think we're right about that spot. Not that anyone has mentioned that or anything like that, but if they do want to discuss the deal, they are able to at this point.
Very cool.
All right, Randy's all in. I like it. King Queen. I love it. 3-bet shove.
Great.
King Queen suited.
Randy's played really well. He's open shoved hands really well. He's been aggressive. You gotta give credit. Randy has had a very solid short stack game.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Randy, outside of, I guess, Ken, those 2 guys seem to have maybe a little bit better grasp of the push-fold kind of hands that should be opening with, and also like shoving as opposed to just making small raises. We've seen Rick do that a few times, where he's not shoving, and he's getting himself into the spot where he's just kind of giving some chips away. Not that King 5 suited from the small blind, it's kind of shoving. It can be very shoving.
Oh yeah, I
and
agree.
then King Queen may, like in that specific instance, you might get called, but a majority of the hands that Randy has, he's going to
Very well said. Garbage hands here.
UCI hamster. I want to see an even chop. You know what? There is a sometimes play. This first prize is much bigger than like the normal like 1100 Citgo and even yesterday's prize pool. All right, he's winning. I like
I love Randy's open shove strategy. If Randy's playing a hand, he's all in. That's just like it's just perfect.
I feel like that's how you have to do this.
Yeah. Credit to him. He's gonna be a cheerleader after this. Remember, just an hour ago, he was down to 9% on the river, and he hit that hard for the side block, and he could actually go on and win this tournament. Ryan's frustrated because he kind of has a hand that looks pretty queen 10, but it's tough to call off all your chips here.
But at this point too, like your big blind is
So
when you
expensive.
only have 10, you know, a tenth of your stack's already in there. I mean,
Yeah. Playing five-handed, you're paying the small blind or the big blind a decent percentage of the time, and the ante's is big.
we'll see if Randy's aggression like sparks something in the other players in terms of shoving.
Who do you guys got here? From these final five, if you had to bet on a horse,
I mean,
who do you
based on
guys-
what we've seen so far, probably Randy.
Probably Randy because he's the ship lead, but like, is anyone thinking Ken could take this?
I
down?
think Ken or Randy. Actually, SR. It's like I feel for. I don't know why, but maybe we're being like unfair to Ryan, who has been very tight, and but he has managed to ladder up. He came in the table with a short stack, and now there's 5 left, and he's only 4 eliminations away from the 11,000.
Randy's played very, very strong. He's seen 1 minute and 22 seconds.
Dondo has no faith. I bet on an apocalypse happening before I have faith in any of these players. Hopefully someone can prove you wrong. Peter for sure. Peter, yeah. Well, everybody loves Peter. Peter is great. And one of the things that makes this job fun for me is the people at Stones are all, I mean, every place has, I'm sure, people that aren't like the greatest people, but Stones has a very high concentration of people who you just really enjoy seeing, who like you want to see them succeed. They're all super nice. They love being on the stream, and it's really nice. You know, it's nice most of the time, and then sometimes you'll say something like, "Oh, I can't believe they did that," and then they're just like, "Oh," you know. Then they bring it up to you later, and it's just like, "Oh, I didn't mean it like, didn't mean it bad." Oh, 70s.
Ken gets a walk.
Yeah, and Ken, I think, is calling if Ryan gets saucy and shoves there. Jack 10 suited.
Especially after Ryan showed the 9 deuce earlier. Here we go. Chips are going up in 13 seconds, or are they going to get one more hand in?
I think they're gonna get one more hand.
Oh man, coming back, it's going to be even shorter. This is wild.
Sar has my bet. I think anybody's got a shot here. That's the fun part about this part of the tournament where the stacks are so close, or you know, and there's not a lot of chips in any one
I
stack.
think Randy's definitely the favorite, but truly anything can happen with these short stacks.
The good part is Randy's got that aggressive like shove, and he also has chips that he can lose a flip or an all-in and still be okay.
Blinds are going to go up after this hand. Man, we were just gambling at these stacks now, dude. A lot of variance, a lot of gamble for sure.
Fast Rain says most people are super good dudes in pressures. Yeah.
Randy has a king jack here.
Wow, 50 and 100.
Again, you wouldn't know from looking at Randy, but the man is 6'9". When
Yeah,
he
he
doesn't have
looks
his,
tall though in that chair. Like,
but he doesn't look 6'9" though.
Yeah,
like
true.
he is an
there's a
absolute.
whole lot of legs
He's
going on
so
underneath that
tall.
table.
Marginal hand here in the small blind, but Ken's getting involved. He decides to limp. 2 bad hands here, blind on blind. Limp and a check back. 8 deuce versus 6-3. Okay. Both catch a little bit of the flop. We see a pair of 3s, but we also see a gut shot with 8 deuce. But if there's a lot of fun stuff that could happen here.
I just think that the stacks are so shallow. Ken probably isn't going to continue on this. I think if they're deeper, I think you can totally continue on a board like this.
I completely agree. 5 bigs. Ryan is the short stack Heat 1. Again, and there's nowhere to hide. Playing five-handed, that big blind is always coming
it's
up.
relentless.
Total chips in play, 4.3 million. I mean, a really good turnout with 203 players. And I wonder how many people bought in at the $100 level, the $220 level, the $500 level.
Yeah, max value if you showed up at 10 a.m. and got in for $120. At 11K for $120. Kevin Martin's Team Randy.
Team Randy.
That's why I like looking at the chat and I was like, oh, I just heard you. He's sitting next to me. You just typed that. Pretty exciting. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is the Chip Amplifier tournament with buy-ins from 120 to 550, depending on when players bought in. 45K guarantee, 11.5 to first. We've got 5 players left.
Rick picks up the ace king here, decides to shove. Lines are 100,000. I love the plaques, man. It's so clean, looks great.
Yeah, now you're at the stage of the tournament too, where your big blind is the largest chip denomination that I think we have here is 100K. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe we got some random 500K. I doubt it though.
Kind of an annoying spot for SR after he limps. He wants to play the queen 10, but does he really want to risk a huge percentage of his stack?
Yeah, it's like at this point it doesn't matter 10 big blinds. Whatever. It's how much of your stack it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you call, you got to preserve your stack for sure.
Nirvana, team whoever wins. Nailed it. Great job.
Appreciate you guys being here on the Stones Live broadcast. If you guys want to join us tomorrow, and broadcasting the Assassin tomorrow as well. Another great tournament tomorrow, which will be very, very interesting with the bounties and everything involved. So come back tomorrow night. We will be live here. Brent will not be here tomorrow. He's going to
so I'm going to try to play the tournament tomorrow. So we'll see. I'm going to do my best to get on the stream in a different way.
So I can talk about your mustache.
I want to. I've been wanting to get on Final Table stream for a while at the Stones Live, but hasn't worked out so far. Any indication of how many players bought in specific levels when these players bought in? We do not have that information currently. We might be able to get it. I'll see what I can do. Efforting that reminds me of the Dan Patrick. That's right. This is the second of a huge week of events. We've got the Assassin's Bounty tomorrow night. Monday's the Mix Max. Then we've got satellites all week to get into the main event, which has 3 starting flights, $450 per $450 buy-in. I was at the Running Up Reno, Gem Blue. So the best way to make sure you catch all the action coming up is follow, subscribe on Twitch and YouTube. You can check out our Twitter, Stones Live Poker, or Instagram, same name, and stay up to date on all the stuff that's going on. And I guess we had this. I just assume that everybody here already follows you. If you're not already following Kevin Martin, you're missing out on a lot of great streams. The Twitch poker community is currently thriving, I think, and it's gaining new great people every day. We got was it Ryan Schoenberg in the chat, Lappy, a bunch of guys. We got Jason Somerville coming here. This is like Twitch poker. We're all just kind of like nerding out together.
Some of the chat points out you got heads up in a Reno tournament.
I did, yeah. I did. I think I have logged the most heads up 8-game hours at Running Up Reno because it's the second time I've taken second in a tournament. We played for a while. It was a good time. I was happy to lose to Kevin, who got his first Running Up Reno trophy.
Different Kevin.
Other Kevin.
Kevin Gerhardt.
The Kevin who won a trophy at Running Up Reno. Despite a billion bounties that you got. So you got 17 bounties in a tournament where the bounties were 500.
But then we choked really deep in the tournament.
But you still got like half of first place money just from bounties.
True.
Alone. So with the cash, you got pretty close to third place.
It's like second place money.
Yeah, second place money. Not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
Not too bad.
Wow, it's a good time to pick up Ace King. SR has 12 big blinds and the chip lead. It's a great spot just to apply the pressure. I can definitely see him shoving here. Or raising. There you go.
Yeah,
3.5x.
Why not? You know what? If no one else is
350K.
shoving,
It's kind of almost the same thing as a shove because everyone else is so short. But
yeah, you're basically betting the full stack, and he
take
shows
it
flashes
down,
the ace king.
SR
Pretty
is
hand.
starting to pull away from this. He's picking up some big hands. This is the time to pick up ace king. You can see he's starting to build a little bit of a gap between second and first. And Ryan is super short. 3 big blinds.
Tell me what this church thing is.
Oh, dude, it's a religion. It's a group of people that believe, you know? Everyone in the poker community makes fun of ace king. It's just ace high. It's the Anna Kournikova. It's so beautiful and everything. But I love it. The jokes about ace king. Dude, I'm playing live poker. I swear. I had to bite my tongue because everyone's making fun of ace king. No one believes in the hand. So about a year and a half ago, I started the religion. We have a group of believers. We believe in ace king. Every time you go all, I run really well with ace king. Not really well. I just never lose with it. It's unbelievable. For everyone who watches my stream, you guys know how clutch we are with ace king. So we started the Church of Ace King. You're welcome to join anytime. It's open. No tithing required. It's encouraged a little.
Stoneside Poker says, not a believer. Not a believer. Ryan loves ace queen. Yeah. Only Jimmy makes more money than Kmart in the thriller. That's a good point. So if you finish 6th, and only the guy that wins the tournament makes more money than you.
There you go.
Still could have been worse. But that's poker for you because you explain that and it's like still want that trophy. Still want that win. I tied the Church of Ace King, Jesse Fullen. There we go. Yeah. That's awesome. Jimmy's boss, Nathan's going to be down here later this week, too, for the main.
Ryan, short stack, wakes up with a pair. If your cards are matching in 3 bigs, good luck. He's all in.
I like how Ryan reminds them. I also shoved with 9 deuce on the button. But that was from the button, Ryan.
Yeah,
not from the small blind.
Looks like he's taking it down.
I feel like mentioning it probably is going to lose you some
credibility.
Polish. Yeah. Because that sounds strong. Oh, yeah, I just did this.
Yeah.
Remember.
Like if you had
it.
9 deuce again, you wouldn't be saying.
Yeah,
like,
although you could level, I guess. And Ryan's probably capable.
13 big blinds. SR in seat 5 is your chip leader. Opening up the lead a little bit, but a lead between 14 and 9 big blinds is not a ton. Randy's played really well at the end of the table. We've seen some good decisions. Ken has made some good moves. Any one of these 5 could still take this down. Rick, man. Dude, Rick in seat 6 had like a huge pot for the chip lead with ace king and he got sucked out on. He could have won this tournament, you know? Really, anyone is allowed to, could take this down. Blinds 50K, 100K, 10,000K ante. 10,000K, 10K.
10,000K.
10,000K ante. Just hyped up. There's a lot of money. The difference between 5th, 2.3K, and 1st, 11.5 is huge. Randy.
You can tell, like, the way the players are sitting at the table. It's been a long day.
Oh, man, they got to be exhausted. They're tired. They started playing very, very, very early.
Looks like Kev wants to buy into the final table.
Dude,
I said, I was like, I knew that pretty early on in the stream that Kev's jonesing to play some poker.
Man.
He's got the Twitch open and everything.
We have a bit of a decision here. We see an all-in. Ken is sitting here with ace-10. He would be crushed.
Ken doesn't like it. Because he's thinking, you know, like, maybe, I don't know, ace-10 is maybe, that's like that borderline where you can get away from this.
Yeah, he does. Good play, Ken. And Randy's going to pick up some much-needed chips. What up, Jesse? What up, Dondo? Tough fold. He made it.
Don't be a nit, Ken. Ryan baiting him into trying to call.
Ryan just likes the blood.
You know, I think that's why a lot of people watch poker.
Dude,
Just see someone make or
So
lose.
sick.
It's such a unique place for people to like carve out their living, and then also it's nice that like there is a community. Like you were mentioning this like earlier this week when we were talking, the idea that you know like be as friendly as you want to be, but at the end of the day, the bottom line is you're here to try to make some money, right? I mean, some people are playing poker simply to make friends.
Yep.
And those people probably have lots of money. But the rest of us are like, no. We're here trying to make some money. So it makes for a fun dynamic sometimes, and a very unique kind of weird dynamic other times. Poker is a harsh mistress.
It's so beautiful and romantic, but also cruel and harsh at the same time. It's unlike anything else I've experienced.
It is completely unique, I think, in the world of
Let's write a book.
games. Let's write a poker book. You know, we should call it Super System. No.
Super System 4.
Super System 4. Let's just. Is there a 3? Yes, there's a-
Angry Pollock says, "Hi, Kevin Martin. What's up, dude? How you doing?"
Oh, Angry Pollock. That's Veronica.
Oh, I did not know that. What's up, Veronica? I did not know that was Veronica's Twitch channel.
These guys are all nits. Life's not fair for me.
Veronica has bought me multiple shots today. Thank you very much.
I feel like it's important to know where your shots come from.
Veronica, if you're still around here, make an appearance. Say hi.
She was dancing earlier. She did mention going home and like reading a book, I think. Oh,
Blind
got
Valley.
some important information coming to the booth here.
Both players turn an aim. Check, 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 check. Take it down.
All right, I'm not going to share this with you just yet.
What? I'm nervous. What is
Well, after the commercial break, isn't that what they do on Big Brother? We're like, we'll get to the next elimination after the commercials.
Who folds down to 3 big blinds? Sometimes at the final table you can be a little bit nitty, try to stick around for ladders. But you're right, usually you find a shove in hand before it's
They're still going to be playing when I get back to work at 9 a.m. Crystal, I can guarantee you 100% that is not the case. There's no way. By that point, the blinds would be like 1,000,000 chips or something.
Veronica says she's in bed already. Veronica, I've heard I've heard stories that you stay up to 4 a.m. doing shots, body shots. What are you doing in bed? What happened?
It's been a long day for Veronica too.
It's been a long day for everyone, especially these players. Look at the fatigue. And it's so crazy. They've been playing for 15 hours coming up now, and this is where all the decisions matter. This is where the money matters.
Do you ever find that, like, in my experience, I'm not really fatigued at this point in the tournament? I mean, you're probably tired of sitting around, but maybe like adrenaline or excitement kind of keeps you going.
I think being healthy, eating good food is super key, and also meditation really helps you stay sharp deep in the tournament for sure. Something I got into last year that I really believe in.
I like putting some classical music on.
For sure, dude.
I have a specific Beethoven piano song that I listen to. It's sort of a meditation of sorts, I think. Look, what's funny too is another unique thing about poker is that everyone has pretty strong opinions about things you should and shouldn't do, like fold down to 3 big blinds. But at the end of the day, it's your money, and you get to do whatever you want with it. That's the beauty of poker.
I respect people that just like gambling. Do whatever you want with your aces. If you want to limp your aces, if you want to 10x your aces, if you want to open shove.
I'm perfectly happy. Just keep limping your aces, because then I get to see a flop for cheap. Limp all of the aces as far as I'm concerned. So, it's pretty exciting. I'm glad you guys are here. Kevin's going to be back tomorrow night.
Randy looks exhausted. I mean, that's the man. Look at
He's got the backwards chair going on.
That's the man of a man who's played 15 hours of poker,
I'm willing to bet a 3.5 big blind shove right now could get all folds. That's happened. That happened. We had like a 2.5, 3 big blind shove with more players.
Still, the hand of the final table was Peter folding jacks with 5 big blinds. That was unbelievable. It was truly special.
Iris Heels, that's right. Kevin's going to be back tomorrow night.
Guys, come play. If you're in the area in Sacramento, come play the Assassin tomorrow. You can make the final table and I can comment on you. If not, come play some cash games before. I'll be dabbling in a few of those. I also want to get out and go to like a park and find like a Sacramento park.
We'll find a park.
And go
There's
like
trees
walk outside.
and stuff here. Yeah, for sure. Some really great parks in Sacramento. Prefer my opening size to indicate my hand strength. 10x sounds good for aces. Randy's all in ace 10. Oh!
And Randy
There it
is going
is.
to be in bad
Somebody
shape.
made a sarcastic comment about good luck getting aces in the next orbit. Well, queens is pretty close.
Wow, Randy's in bad shape here. Ace 10, easy shove. Queens, easy reshove. Both players
Frisbee
played their
golf
hand
cart off
correctly.
Hazel on that.
Randy is 31%. No ace is dead. We track the dead cards here at Stones. All the aces are alive. I feel like it's more than 31%.
More than 30,
Ace 10
yeah.
has a chance here.
We got the 1 over, and you got the hearts covered, so that's not bad. Let's see what this flop does. Does it? Oh!
I should have played this
Hello.
tournament, man. The white senses.
You're just like, nope, aces are live. You'll get there. The queen 10, you called that one. No hope, just a queen. Only a queen. 2 queens left.
Oh.
Boom! So close, but not quite there.
GG,
Ryan's
that's
going to be
tough.
the 5th place finisher. Not bad though, 23.85. Not too bad, especially considering he came in with like 4 big blinds into the final table.
Yeah, he laddered up very nicely. He played pretty well. Randy gets lucky. And look at that. Randy is final 4. They all get a ladder. All the players earn a bit more money. Again, first place 11.5K is what they're playing for.
Crystal Love says, do I inspire you to grow out your stash?
Dude, no.
No. You know, people are, very, very, like, set in their opinions about mustaches. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
So I think that's where this paper comes into play.
oh, is that what the magic?
Hello. Yeah, so we actually have the amount they bought in for and what they ended up cashing out for. So let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure this feels like the end. They just handed me this not too long ago. Angry Pollock says Kevin would be sexy AF with a beard. Are those the new sexy yellow plex? Yes. And Veronica loves beards. So if you want to get even more shots next time you come in, fire the beard. Okay, so here we go.
So they're discussing a deal.
They're discussing a deal. I'm pretty sure they make a deal in this spot. And it looks like... What's this look like? Oh, SR. Yes? That's
Yep,
SR.
SR.
Okay. SR is going to take 79.12, which is... Oh, actually, no, sorry. Randy gets the most. 76.74, Randy. Randy actually had a 120 buy-in.
Yep.
Plus a 550 buy-in. So, not too bad. 7,600 for your 700 or 670 entry. And then next, we've got... Oh, no, 79. SR gets the most off a 220 buy-in.
Yep.
So 7,900 for a 220 buy-in. Pretty good day. Not bad. Kevin...
I know, dude, as a commentator, like, you don't want to chop, right? We don't want to chop, but I mean, the players are playing for a lot of money, stores are stacked, we understand. So what we have learned is that a couple people were in for multiple bullets. Rick in seat 6 bought in at the 120 level and the 220 level, so he got in for pretty cheap. Randy bought in for 120, and then he fired a big bullet with 550, and then Ken fired a 350 bullet, and SR fired a 220 bullet. So all these guys making a lot of money tonight. They have made a deal based on their chips, with SR taking home the most money. He's going to win $8,000 about. Rick is the shorter stack, so he only takes about 5,300 home, but still an incredible score. Ken, with the big pot, just with the ace 10, takes home about 6K, and Randy, also with a lot of chips, takes home 7.6K. So a couple people get some more money because they have more chips, but the deal has been made, which makes me a little sad, but you got to respect it. Dude, we always want blood. I wanted to see a champ. I wanted to see 11.5K, but I mean, they're playing for a lot of money. Stacks are really short. It definitely makes sense that they want to take a deal.
I find it interesting. I always wonder what that's like for Ryan, who ladders up, busts, and immediately it's like he barely hit the rail.
Yeah.
Hey, can we talk ICM chop? Which is, whatever. I mean, you have a number in mind where you're ready to talk deal if you're one of the players who's into talking deals. And once you reach that number, you're ready to get that. Randoms and chat confirm. That's right. So this was the final table of the Chip Amplifier. If you guys are not following or subscribed already on YouTube or Twitch, hit that button, follow, because we're going to be back here tomorrow night. We're going to be back here every night this week. Typically, we're only here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but we're here every night this week. You got the Assassin's Bounty Tournament with Kevin Martin and Valerie Cross, who chopped the first tournament.
She's a sweetheart, too. I can't wait.
Oh my gosh. She's back. She's killing it. She kicked off the tournament with an even chop of first place money in our opening event. We've got huge names. Kevin Martin is just the tip of the ice. Literally, it's a really fantastic way to start out. I'm super excited.
I just put the chops in the chat. There you go.
Bam.
Dude, this has been a great start to the week, and I hope you guys get a little bit of a sense about the excellent work that you guys are doing there. Look, beautiful, sexy Lexi's going to be here. Jason Somerville, Andrew Nemi. I'm going to be here tomorrow for the final table. I have to go back to Canada to stream, but the main event's going to be incredible. Multiple starting days. The lineup that you guys are bringing in truly is special, and I'm glad to be a part of it for sure. Brent?
Yeah. I wish we had more time together. That's mainly why I didn't want to chop. I'm sad now. That's all right. We're gonna have some off-camera time, and maybe I can do one of those shots that everyone's trying to buy us.
We'll go talk. We'll go talk to the bar and see if we can get some. They have made a deal, and that's it. So the biggest winner is SR, $8,000. Rick and Ken taking home some money as well, and Randy as well. You can't really blame them though, just with how flippy and how gambly the game was. I always like it when there's someone says no deal. I just want to play. That always makes me happy.
Do you ever do the thing where they're doing the silent thing where they're like, okay, we're going to hand out the thing? Because I think we have those here too. We're like, okay, yes or no, you pop it in so that way you can vote silently. But, in general...
I've never even heard of that before. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Well, they do it so that way you don't have to feel like the one person who's doing that. You can feel safe to say what you want. Super exciting. Kevin's still here tomorrow, so don't be worried. And we also have one real quick question. Somebody asked where the casino is. Stones is in Citrus Heights, which is just outside of California, outside of Sacramento, California. And if you're able to make it by, you should. $450 buy-in for the main event's coming up next weekend, but we still got all kinds of stuff going on. It's going to be really exciting. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not following, please do. And if you're not following Kevin, hit him up with that follow because he's working hard. And he's putting in work, and it's a fun, entertaining stream. And if you like what you saw here, this is only a taste, a preview of what you're going to get all the time on Kevin Martin.
We're back tomorrow night for the Assassin Final Table Bounty. Those are your winners, you guys. Congratulations to these guys. They cleaned up the competition. We had a fun final table. The guy folded jacks. We had Peter. We had Ryan. We had the bad beats. Ace 10, Ace King, multi-way pots. It was really, really, really fun. As a poker fan, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Brent, your commentary was fantastic, sir.
Thank you. It's been great.
The whole team at Stones Live. Give these guys a follow. They put on a great show. And this entire week, Andrew, Nemi, Lex, everything's going to go wild. This is just the start. This is the appetizer. This is the piece of garlic bread that the waiter has brought out. We just snacked on it.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have the dessert. We're going to have the snake. We're going to have the sauce coming up later. It's just exciting. This is just the start this week. So credit to you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah. Peace out, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow.
You guys are the best. Bye. Much love. See you tomorrow.